Hello everyone, we are live, joined by Jim, and Sam is back after a long return. It's like I was going to do like a little video on my channel of like all the highlights from the past live streams of Sam, like Sam saying this has been a great stream, hasn't it? And just like teasing Sam's return.
It is coming home. It is coming home.
Let's face it, without Sam, there are no highlights.
Exactly.
Thank you, Jim.
Just
really
bursting
appreciate
out into
that.
song. Just burst out into song halfway through the stream.
That's right, because I cannot carry a tune in a bucket, so you were sorely missed, my friend.
Oh, thanks, guys. It's really good to be back, though, Ollie. I love these streams, definitely.
Yeah, highlight of my week every week for sure.
Ah, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. And this is too as well.
Yeah. Oh, we got a comment. Sai's here. Hello, Sai.
Hi, Sai.
Hello, buddy.
We will start with recent watches whilst we wait for some more people to join. I'll go first this time, so you might as well. I saw the new I Know What You Did Last Summer on Saturday. And yeah, it wasn't great. It was to a point, it was good. And then something happened at the end that basically, for me, ruins the original film. I'm not going to say what because it's a huge spoiler.
It's already out.
It's already out, is it? Well, I'm not going to say in case anyone in the chat's not seen it, but it really pissed me off, like really pissed me off, and it ruined the rest of the film for me. So for that reason, yeah, James is out in the wilderness.
Am I? I'm in the caravan outside.
There's a predator behind you.
Can you hear us all right, James?
Yeah.
Good. No, I was saying I watched the new I Know What You Did Last Summer over the weekend, and it wasn't very good because there was something that happens at the end that ruins the original film. It really pissed me off, like really pissed me off. It's one of the endings that's pissed me off the most. I wanted to walk out, but I thought, well, there's only 5 minutes left, so I might as well stay and watch the rest of it.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of the original, to be honest.
Oh, you're not? Fair enough.
I'm not.
But there's a post-credit scene that they're trying to tee up a sequel, and I'll say spoilers because it's not really a spoiler. I don't really give a fuck because it's a shit film. Basically, Jennifer Love Hewitt shows up at Brandy's character's house, who's obviously in the second one.
Yeah.
And she's like, it's like an Avengers thing. Like, it's really cheesy. She's just like, are you ready to face him or something like that? And she's like, I thought you'd never asked.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck off. Like, I don't care.
Setting up a possible franchise or sequel.
Which isn't going to happen because it's so bad. People aren't going to see it. So
yeah, I don't know how it's doing over there, but it's tanking here. It's not doing well at all.
Probably the same here, to be honest. So yeah, that was my cinema on Saturday, and then last night I went to see a film called Four Letters of Love, which is a new film set in Ireland with Pierce Brosnan, Gabriel Byrne, and Helena Bonham Carter. Really good film. It's a really good film, set in the 70s, about a young man basically, and it follows his journey, and his dad's played by Pierce Brosnan, who kind of it's quite, in a way, it's got religious undertones in it, but not enough to like piss you off, you know, like not shoving it in your face. He basically, one day, Pierce Brosnan characters gets a sign from God, and he just ups and leaves his job and decides to become a painter. And it's like this story about chance meetings, and that's what I really liked. I didn't think it started off and I thought this isn't going to be great because it started off quite slow, but the way that the film turned out and the way that it ended, I thought, it had a nice touch to the end. So yeah, really like that one. I'd recommend that one. I don't know if you'll get it over there, Jim.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it only came over here in cinemas Friday. Probably not going to be at the cinema for very long. But
I'll look for it on streaming. I'm sure it'll show up on Prime Video or something over here.
I'd have thought with Pierce Brosnan in it, I'd have thought it's going to pop up somewhere over there.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then in terms of physical media, right? This is going to hopefully this doesn't make anyone laugh too much. So, Jim, you might be aware of this film. I don't know if you are, but it's been going around on social media recently. It's a film called Tiptoes, from 2003. It's got Matthew McConaughey in.
Is that the one where
The small
Tim
people.
Roth is on his knees?
Gary Oldman, yeah.
Or Gary Oldman, rather? Yeah. I've heard
Oh
of it.
my-
I've never seen it.
It is the most fucking craziest film I have ever seen. I cannot put into words how messed with. Apparently, there's like a 3-hour cut that hasn't ever been released because the studio took over it, fired the director, and basically cut it to an hour and a half. But oh my god, basically the trailer makes it look like a masterpiece because it describes Gary Oldman. It says in the role of a lifetime, Gary Oldman.
It is that.
But it's like really dramatically serious, the trailer, and it just made me like I was pissing myself watching the trailer because it was so serious. And they're talking about like, I don't know what's going to happen if my child's a midget because he's the only one in his family that's not. And you've got
Sounds like Simple Jack. You know,
Yeah.
the trailer for Simple Jack.
Yeah. And you've got Peter Dinklage in there, who's just like throwing shit around, and he's got this terrible French accent this 1 minute's French, 1 minute it's Australian, then it's New Zealand, then he goes to American, and he's just throwing stuff at people and trying to attack people. And he picks up Patricia Arquette's character, who just kind of follows him along throughout the film, but doesn't really ever have anything to do in the film. She's just like there.
I gotta see this movie now.
You gotta watch it. You have to watch it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same as you, Jim.
It's so serious. There's a scene in the movie I don't think I've ever laughed so much. Basically, Gary Oldman goes to visit his like childhood sweetheart, obviously also a little person, goes to her house, and it turns out that she's been living with this like refugee like bloke from across the seas. He comes in whilst Gary Oldman's there and catches him like doing the stuff with and he just starts attacking him, and she's just jumping on his back and stuff trying to get. It's so funny. It's just wrong, but it's so funny.
Yeah, I gotta see this movie. I got it.
I was just pissing myself.
That's on the bucket list now.
It's just like it's because they take it so seriously, but it's just so funny, and I think that's what they were aiming for.
Yeah,
like it's so serious, and the music in the background is just like, because Matthew McConaughey is just like talking to Gary Oldman, and he said, I don't think I can handle like having a little person as my like child, and Gary Oldman's like gives this like Gary Oldman speech that's like brilliant, but you can't take it serious because he's obviously
he's
on his knees just looking up like that. it's just watch it. Please watch it, everyone.
Yeah, I'm going to see if that's streaming anywhere because I don't know if that's you said that's on physical?
The English DVD was like £18, but I managed to get like a Danish import for like £3. So I think you've got it over there on DVD. But
yeah, I'm gonna look for that now. You've definitely got my interest peaked now. I got to see this shit.
I finished the film and the credits came on. I didn't expect the credits to come on. It just ended. I was like, that is the most craziest shit I've ever seen. I didn't even think it was real. Like I thought I was like dreaming or something. Like someone had like taken parts of films and put it together, or like AI or something, because it just didn't feel like a real film. I was just, it's just weird. I wish I could show you guys the trailer right now. I honestly wish I could, because it's just such. You'd be pissing yourselves. The trailer's so funny.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up as soon as I'm on there.
Like the first half, like a screwball type thing, and then it just completely changes tone, and the music changes, and they start talking about what they're going to do if their child isn't right, and it's like, and then it goes. The voiceover guy goes, Matthew McConaughey, Patricia Arquette, Kate Beckinsale, and in the role of a lifetime, Gary Oldman. Tiptoes.
Yeah, I got to see this fucking movie now.
So that was a fun watch yesterday for sure. And then I watched The A-Team from 2010, which people are going to say is shit, because I'm sure you, Jim, love the original series, but I've never seen the original series, and I took it for what it is, and I had a lot of fun. It's not a great film, but it's a fun action film for me. I'll watch anything with Liam Neeson in anyway. I just thought it was fun. I'd seen it years ago, but I needed to rewatch it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm guessing you probably don't like that one very much.
I don't dislike it. To me, it's just it's a movie. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not offended by it or anything. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of the TV show. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember it was a big deal when it first came on, just because Mr. T was so hot from Rocky 3.
Yeah.
The A-Team came on, you know, right around the same time. And again, the first season I watched or whatever, but I remember even my dad, he would say every week they would blow up somebody who was chasing them. The car would roll over about 20 fucking times. And then people would always get out and be like, nobody ever died on that show. Nobody even drew blood on that show. And it's like, that was the reason why I never got into the TV show. The movie, for what it is, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's not something that I would rush back to.
Yeah.
But it's certainly better than a lot of those. I mean, you were talking about Baywatch a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
I would much rather watch the A-Team than Baywatch.
Yeah.
Let's put
definitely. Yeah. Yeah. But have you? James. I'm guessing you've probably seen the A-Team.
Yes, I've seen it, but I watched it once, and it was so different from the original. You're just like, you know, it was a one time watch for me on there. But that was the whole fun of the A-Team, Jim. Nobody ever died.
Yeah.
So this is the plot of every single episode.
Yeah.
Some underdogs in trouble. The A-Team get called in. The A-Team get beaten up and captured.
Yep.
They build something to get out of it, and a plan comes together. Or Mr. T goes on and occasionally Mr. T, they have to drug him to get him on a plane.
Yep.
Because that's in the film. In the film, the bit there's a big thing about him not liking getting on planes.
Yeah.
And at the end of the film, he goes, "I like it when a plan comes together," and that's how it ends.
Yeah. No, they did that gag every fucking week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you put my milk this time, Hannibal? I ain't drinking no milk. I ain't getting on no plane.
Yeah.
That's the entire plot. But it's still funny. Oh, I'm gone. Or am I gone, or is somebody else gone, or somebody's joining?
No, I think
Somebody's
that's
joining.
I think it's
joining the Invisible Man.
Who was joining there and then just. Oh.
So
it was a one-time watch for me.
We're all in suspense.
While I'm at the caravan, though, I'm watching a old TV show, Quantum Leap.
Love that show. Love that show.
Oh,
wow.
Well, I don't know who that was. They joined and then went. It's I don't know because I couldn't see, but whoever it was, let's see if they join back again in a bit. Yeah, so I watched the A-Team, and then last night, one that James watched last week, I think, or the week before, Dodgeball. Love Dodgeball. I've not seen it for years. It's the bit, like James says every time.
Did it have the bit with the cheerleader?
At the start, yeah. But no, it's the bit, it's if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's just
if you can dodge traffic, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah. It's so stupid.
Oh, we lost James.
Oh yeah, I just realised James is just dropping out. He did say he might drop out because he's like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, the Invisible Man got him.
Yeah. Yeah, Dodgeball's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Always Dodgeball.
And if Roy was here, I'd tell him to have a drink because I was working at the cinema when that movie came out. And I thought it was going to be the dumbest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and I thought it was one of the funniest things I had ever seen. I mean, that movie's great. It is so fun.
Yeah.
Ollie, I was just saying before I got rudely disconnected from the internet. That's why I said it'll probably not work here. Was did they have the bit with the cheerleader at the start?
Yeah, where she fell on him and the noises.
On his head, yeah. Yeah, that's missing from the Disney Plus version.
But why? I don't understand why.
I don't know. And the other bit I find it absolutely hilarious, and that is when the coach gets killed by the Irish side.
Yeah.
When I first seen that, when he gets in the wheelchair, he just drives past the Lucky and bang.
What happened there?
I just thought that's hilarious.
What happened there with the access? Couldn't get into the stream.
You did join, didn't you?
I did, yeah, but then I
missed any guests reappearing.
Yeah, but my image didn't appear, so I had to go back and adjust the camera and come back in again. So that was me before, yeah.
Right, yeah, I thought it might have been you. Yeah, how are you doing anyway?
Not too bad, yeah. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm not bad, thanks. Yeah.
How come you bought the stream for? Because Sam said it was 7:30. Because when I logged on, he said it was 7 o'clock.
I thought it was 7:30 originally as well, Al, but it's 7 o'clock. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was 7.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. We were just talking about Dodgeball. I don't know if you've seen that one, Alan.
No, I haven't. Say Ollie, no.
Fair enough.
No.
Well, yeah, those are all the ones that I've watched over the last few days. Sam, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. I think it's just been mainly rewatching, to be honest. I've went to go and see Secrets and Lies yesterday. Absolutely fantastic film. Great film. That's definitely my favourite Mike Leigh film, that. What else? I rewatched Ran from Akira Kurosawa. That is amazing. Fantastic stuff right there. Yeah, brilliant. I watched The Outrun with Cerise Ronan, which was good, but probably a one and done watch for me. It was, good film, but don't feel like I need to ever watch it again, to be honest. I rewatched The Darjeeling Limited, which is fantastic. Very underrated Wes Anderson film. I'm just currently watching The Great St. Trinian's Train Robbery, which is pretty entertaining so far. Kind of reminds me of that Carry On humour as well, yeah. And there's a couple of the Carry On actors in there, so very fun movie so far. And what else? Probably one of the highlights of the week for me, Ollie. I watched Paper Moon for the first time, which I thought was absolutely excellent. One of the best first-time watches of the year. That for me, I think I've got it like in my top 5, to be honest, of like best first-time watches. Yeah, beautiful movie that. And I watched Road Trip for the first time, and I loved it. It's great. So yeah, those are some of my recent watches there, Ollie.
Nice. Anyone watched any of them?
You said The Great Train Robbery was one of them?
Yeah, The Great St. Trinian's Train Robbery. It's the first film I've watched of that film series as well. Because have you watched any of those films, Al?
I saw The Great St. Trinian's Train Robbery a couple of years ago. I don't remember too much about it, but I do remember enjoying it. Yeah, but I haven't seen any of the others. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun movie, Al. That's kind of the first of the St. Trinian's movie I'm watching as well. Because apparently the modern day ones are not meant to be too bad as well, with David Tennant and Colin Firth as well.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one, Sam. No, I haven't seen that.
Same, mate. Yeah. So and you said you've seen Road Trip, haven't you, Ollie?
Me? Oh, I haven't seen Road Trip yet. No.
Road Trip.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, Road Trip's funny.
Jim, I love the scene. I won't spoil it for Ollie, but all I'll say is when they jump over the car and it jumps over. That's all I say.
I'll just do this.
Oh man, Anthem, I love it as well.
With that movie. And if you see the movie, you'll know what I'm referencing. Did you ever see Euro Trip? Euro Trip is better than Road Trip if you've ever seen that one.
I need to check that one out, to be honest.
Scotty doesn't know, exactly.
Nice.
I misunderstood what you were saying because I thought you said The Great Train Robbery, the movie called The Great Train Robbery with Sean Connery. And
it wasn't that one, mate. No,
because I just got that this week. as a matter of fact,
Okay.
as part of a haul that I got from Kino Lorber. And that's one of the movies that I actually watched this week was that film. But no, those are some good ones. The Kurosawa film is great.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. Yeah, I've just got the 40th anniversary like collector's edition of that, Jim, and it's already gone down as one of my prized items in the collection. It's a thing of beauty, that. But I think, like, because they're great movies as well, but I think Akira Kurosawa, a fair few of these films are just getting probably the best treatment they've ever had, you know, like from BFI and Studio Canal, mate. Yeah. Because I'm really looking forward to checking out, which I think was a big inspiration for George Lucas, was The Hidden Fortress.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the only Kurosawa that I currently own is the Seven Samurai. I've got the Criterion Blu-ray of that. But Ron and Kagemusha, those two came out when I was in high school. And I saw both of those on VHS. And I would love to see those like on high def. Both of them. They're great movies. So.
Yeah, I've not seen Kagemusha. That's meant to be really good though, mate. But saying that, I think Akira Kurosawa's, from what I'm seeing, is just having a very consistent like lineup of films there, to be honest.
There's no such thing as bad Kurosawa.
Nah.
He's one of those filmmakers to me that is just, I haven't seen all of his films, but to me, he's untouchable. He's up there with Sergio Leone and some of these other all-time, Alfred Hitchcock, some of these all-time, So,
and probably same can be probably said with someone like Edgar Wright as well. Jim, I just don't think Edgar Wright could ever make a bad film.
Yeah, he's so far so good. I haven't seen a bad one yet. I'm actually looking. Everybody knows how much I hate remakes. I'm actually looking forward to The Running Man just because Edgar Wright's involved.
Yes,
that's the only reason that I'm interested. Plus, they're going to follow the book as opposed to it's not a straight remake of the Schwarzenegger film, because that had really nothing to do with the original source material, other than it being a competition and the name of the characters. The Edgar Wright version of The Running Man, from my understanding anyways, is going to be more or less 80% of what that original book was.
Okay.
But again, they're going to have to change the ending, because the ending of that book, again, and I can say it because I'm 99% sure that they changed it. The ending of that book, the Ben Richards character, who was played by Schwarzenegger in the first movie, hijacks a plane and crashes it into a skyscraper. There is no way in hell in the post 9/11 world that would be the ending of that movie. There's just no way. So they're going to have to come up with a different ending. But other than that, there's so much stuff that you can play with from that book that was not in that original Schwarzenegger movie. And that's got me excited. So
need to check out the original, Jim. I'll definitely be checking out the original before watching the remake, but I wouldn't mind checking out the book as well, to be honest, because I've heard really good things about the book. Like I said, the only Stephen King novel I've read is The Shining, and the book of The Shining's got a different ending to how the film ended as well.
The book and the movie of The Shining couldn't be more different. They are completely different. I mean, you've got Stephen King's The Shining and you got Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. They are totally different animals, I mean, Stephen King is famous for saying how much he hates that movie version.
Yeah, I heard.
Because it's so different, so.
Apparently, it didn't get as well received, Jim, and obviously not going to have an absolute patch on the Stanley Kubrick edition, but the 1997 miniseries apparently did kind of follow more of the original material. Yeah,
and it's very, very faithful to the book, but it's boring as hell because it's a network TV miniseries. So, unfortunately. But that's neither here nor there. I'm sorry I sidetracked everybody with my ruminations.
That's all right.
I'm going to go quick. You asked about what you watched this week. I didn't watch anything this week, really. I got caught up. I binge watched season 2 and season 3 of Squid Game with my wife over the course of like 3 or 4 days. And I just mentioned that I got a haul from Kino earlier in the week. So I watched The Train, with Burt Lancaster. That was a blind buy for me, but Stuart had recommended that, and I really enjoyed that. You were right, Ollie. That was a very good movie.
Yeah, it's good.
And then another one I picked up, which I had seen before, but I really enjoyed watching it again, is a movie from the 60s called The Devil's Brigade, with William Holden and Cliff Robertson and Claude Akins and Richard Dawson. I mean, everybody and their brothers in this friggin' movie. And I never even knew this movie existed up until about a month ago. And I stumbled across it on Prime Video. But it's a World War II movie from the 60s, and it's very good. So if you get a chance to... You're shaking your head, Alan. Have you seen it? Oh, you haven't? No. Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. If you like it, it's kind of like The Dirty Dozen in a way.
I like The Dirty Dozen. I like that one.
It's like The Dirty Dozen meets Where Eagles Dare. You take those two movies and you combine them, and that would be The Devil's Brigade.
Oh, nice.
And apparently it's based on a true story where it's a bunch of American soldiers that are damn near going to jail for whatever reason. Okay, a whole platoon of them. And they get paired up with a bunch of Canadian soldiers who are like top class soldiers. Yeah. And they have to train together, and they become like a death squad, and they go on a suicide mission. And it's just a phenomenal movie. It really is.
That one out. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks.
Yeah. It's available on Kino here, but I know Stuart, after I did my video, he said that he got it on DVD. He ordered it on DVD over there. So I don't know if that's the only way you can find it or not, but I know it's also available on Prime Video. So and that's it. The other ones I'll mention when we do our 3 pickups or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Alan, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Well, as regards what I've been watching lately, I watched the abysmal Heart Eyes. I'm not going to say any more about it because I don't want to. If any of you haven't seen, I don't want to put you off. But I am going to do one of the major rants within the next not too over the top, because I like to throw a little bit of humour in as well. Sam knows all too well.
Oh, I love it, Al.
Yeah,
I can't wait already.
Yeah, I don't like to get too serious, but at the same time, I like to speak my mind. But I like to throw a little bit of humour as well, like little insertions of Dick Emery and that, and they carry on like Nigel does,
Yeah.
Because you like to put a little humour in as well, don't you? Yeah. So I watched Heart Eyes last night, so all be revealed. Well, you probably know what I think of it, without me even telling you. I also I give Strange Darling another try again. Couldn't get into it. Like Hereditary, couldn't get into that. Couldn't get in. These some movies what you watch again, you can't get. It's like that's it now. I'll finish now. So I couldn't get into Strange Darlings. I watched the Creep tapes. The Creep movie based on the Creep, where he has the fella going to his house taking a video of him because he tells a lie to his son. He's dying of cancer and he wants to do this home movie for his son. Well, he made a movie. He made a spin-off of it. So I bought it and it was awful, terrible. So I watched Zodiac. Watched that. Didn't think much of that. I haven't been very good lately.
Anything good?
You're kidding, Jim.
I think you're watching the wrong films.
It's like I watched a bunch of crap this
week. Eyes of a Stranger wasn't bad. That was quite good. About a stalker. A bit like where he's on the phone to the girl in the house and he ends up being in a bloody house all along.
Yeah, it was When a Stranger Calls.
That's the one. Yeah. And also, I watched the musical Gypsy with Natalie Wood. It was all right, but I don't think I'd watch it again. It's based on the true story of Gypsy Rose Lee. Mm-hmm. That's on the HMV. The HMV special labels. What do? The silver. What's the names? The spines.
The Dreaming Collection.
Have you got that one? Yeah,
I haven't, Al. Because I do remember they had it, on a deal where whenever you buy something, it was like, what was it, £7.49? Like from the till or something. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. It was okay. But I don't think I'd go back to it. I watched another one from I think it was 1982, April Fool's Day.
I love
which again was a major bore fest.
1986.
It's like waiting for a bus, isn't it? You're waiting for something to good come along and that, and they all come along one after the other, and it's something like that, But hopefully the next movie I watch will be a good one. That's about it, really. Yeah. So the Creep tape, Strange Darling, Heart Eyes, Zodiac, Gypsy, April Fool's Day, and Eyes of a Stranger. That's it.
And Eyes of the Stranger was the best in your opinion out of all.
That was the best. It wasn't great. Wow. It wasn't great. My worst is Simon Bloody Cowell, aren't I?
Well, Zodiac, I really like. I mean, that's Fincher.
Did you like that?
I love that film, Jim. Great.
But the one that really got me, but I do understand because it's a very divisive film. Strange Darling. Strange Darling was my #1 movie of the year last year. I love that film, but I understand why a lot of people don't.
Yeah.
The way that it switches back and forth in time and this.
That's exactly what I didn't like. I'm not a big fan of flashbacks. I like me movies lying here. I don't mind them if they're done to good effect, but if they're done badly, I don't really like. I don't even like them in novels as well. I'm reading a Stephen King novel. Sometimes he puts loads of characters in as well, and you start getting sidetracked about. I mean that Ghost Story by Peter Straub. I saw on YouTube a fella had to actually keep a note of all the characters in a bloody book to keep track of all the characters in the story. He got a big book and he had to write down all the characters just to remind himself, there's that many characters in it. And this is sometimes what Stephen King does. He puts a lot of characters in his novels. I don't know if you guys how many Stephen King novels you've read, but I've noticed, he puts a lot of characters in, Yeah.
I'm a big Stephen King fan, so.
Yeah, I love Stephen King as well. Yeah, but
the thing that I I'll shut up real quick because I know James hasn't gone yet. But the thing that I liked about Strange Darling, okay,
yeah,
like I said, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah,
where the timeline is all screwy. Okay.
Yeah.
But to its credit, it tells you up front that that's what's going to happen, so it doesn't catch you off guard like say Pulp Fiction did the first time you saw it. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
But more importantly, okay. After you see the movie the first time, okay, if you go back and watch it a second time, like you said you did, okay, if they would have put that story in chronological order, it would have been fine, okay. But to me, the joy of that movie was at the beginning, your expectations are one thing, and then they change, and then they change again, and if they would have done it in a chronological way, that would not have been the case.
But I tell you what, I did love the opening, which was getting chased through the American backwoods. I loved it, and he had the gun like that.
I thought both of them were phenomenal.
The worst part for me, aside from the flashbacks, the part where he was was at the motel with the girl, and they were talking a lot. They were in bed together, they were talking a lot. That dragged a little bit for me.
I get it. Yeah, it slows down in this and that and the other, but it's. Like I said, the first time I saw it, I was a little discombobulated by it as well. And then I watched it again, and it just hit me, and I was like, "My God, I love this movie." So, but I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, well, the director was he the one that done Late Night with the Devil?
No,
I'm sure it was the same fella. It was I'm thinking of another movie.
No, the guy that his name is Kyle Gallner.
Yeah,
and he did direct another movie, but it's not Late Night with the Devil. My mind just went blank, but he did write the screenplay for The Long Walk, which is coming out this fall, and that is also based on a Stephen King book or a Richard Bachman novel, like The Running Man.
Yeah, that was The Alter Ego, wasn't it? What he adopted Richard Bachman. Yes,
and The Long Walk was the first novel that Stephen King ever wrote. He was 19 years old when he wrote that book. And outside of The Stand, it's still my favorite book he ever wrote. So.
Have you seen Late Night with the Devil? Sorry, Sam, go on.
Oh, sorry, buddy. Just a quick question for Jim. Jim, Life of Chuck, was that based off a Stephen King novel as well?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah, I thought it was.
It's actually a short story. It's part of a collection of stories. It's in a novella. It's a novella, I should say.
Yeah.
And the book that it's in is called If It Bleeds. Is the collection of stories, and I have not seen that yet. It's got a very limited release here in the States. And it's been out for like 2 months. It hasn't played within 50 miles of me. And it's like, what the hell? I want to see this movie, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Fair enough. James, do you want to go next?
Sure, but after this, Ollie, I'm going to log off because I only got a decent signal outside and it's starting to rain.
Oh,
be a man.
So I'll tell you what I've got, and then I'm gonna log off and leave you to it. But I'll just tell you what I've watched since I've arrived at the caravan, and it's purely by coincidence. I've watched 3 Jack Nicholson movies. I started off with Batman 1989.
Okay.
Just because I say the signal's no great in the caravan, and there's a pile of DVDs here, and I thought I'm going to watch that. So I've got the DVD. I've got the DVD that's left of the caravan. So I watched that. I thought it was good, and I wanted to compare Jack Nicholson's Joker to Heath Ledger's Joker, but I just think Heath Ledger's one was much better.
Yeah.
I don't know what your opinion on that is, but I suppose for 1989, that wasn't what they were going for, as serious and as dark as Heath Ledger in The Dark Knight. They were going for a more comic book, weren't they?
Yeah.
But I still liked his performance. Michael Keaton plays a good Batman. He does. And I did like his tech, his Batwing in his car and everything like that. And so I watched that one. Then I watched The Departed, which I've never seen before. And that was that had twists and things going back and forward. And actually the ending, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's not seen it, but I thought the guy was going to live at the end.
Yeah.
And then he just comes out the elevator, bang, and you're like,
yep.
Yeah. So I watched The Departed, and then I watched. So we've got 3 very different Jack Nicholson movies, because then I watched Anger. I watched an Adam Sandler and Jack Nicholson Anger Management. I watched that. Just watched that this afternoon, and I thought that was really, really funny.
Yeah.
There was some good bits in it, and that. And again, I just watched another DVD when I was here, and that was Thor, because it was sitting here. And I think the first Thor movies are pretty good, solid entry. And I think I seen a clip on YouTube, and I thought I'm going to rewatch it, so I did. So that's the 4 movies I watched: 3 Jack Nicholsons and Thor.
Nice.
The Departed is a remake, you know.
Sorry?
I said The Departed is a remake of a movie called Infernal Affairs.
It's a good movie, that, Jim. Yeah, I like that one.
Asian movie. Great movie. So
yeah, I need to watch that again, to be honest. They did like a trilogy of them, didn't they, Jim?
Yeah. But The Departed
did,
is a direct remake of the original installment of that. And it's a great movie. The only thing I hate about The Departed is that last shot of the fucking rat.
The rat. No, I did like that, because it's saying something.
It was like putting a pin on a pin, you know? Like, it's like, dude, we get the point. We don't need that extra, you know. A hat on a hat is what I should have said. And it's just, other than that, I love that movie.
Yeah. I thought it was good. And I kept on seeing clips of it coming up, and I was like, that's a Matt Damon movie I've not seen. And I'm like, I better watch it. And then Leo's in it. They're pretty young in it. So there you go. But I'm going to leave you guys to it, because it's getting heavier out here.
Take care, James.
I'll catch you later. Cheers.
Thanks for joining, James. Bye, James.
Take care, buddy.
And then number 4.
Yeah. Well, Pete's joining in a bit, so hopefully you're still on when Pete joins, Jim, because I know you two have some interesting conversations, shall we say?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. But I completely forgot to say with James on, he very kindly sent me a few Blu-rays. He sent me Roadhouse finally to watch, which came today. I've not seen it yet. It came today. Okay. It literally came today when I got home from work, so I think it's on the list for this week. But I also did myself a favor, and I ordered Red Dawn as well, because I've never seen the original. I've only seen the remake, which is the same as Roadhouse. I've done it the wrong way around.
Well, not necessarily, because again, you're younger. You don't have the history with those films, so you might look at them in a totally different way than say I would, or maybe Alan would, because we're older. You know, I was in high school when Red Dawn came out. You know, so that's a high school movie to me. You know, I've got 40 years invested with that film. Roadhouse, I saw that on my honeymoon with my crazy ex-wife, because she was obsessed with Patrick Swayze, you know, and we got divorced 5 years later, but I still love that movie. But it's an 80s cheese fest. You know, you're going to watch it and you're going to go, my God, is this movie cheesy? My God, is this movie
like RoboCop?
My God, is this movie a cartoon? That's the point.
Yeah.
Just go with it. Just go with it.
Yeah.
You know,
No,
do you agree?
Yeah.
I'm done.
You're done. Oh, I thought you were asking someone a question.
Well, Alan was nodding his head, so I'm assuming that he was agreeing with it because you've seen those movies, obviously.
Or a few years ago now. I think they were on VHS when I saw them.
Yeah.
That's how long ago, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, they're a product of their time.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Jim? The first stream, I believe I was on with you. I think I did say I watched Roadhome House for the first time, and yeah, cracking movie, mate. One of my best first time watches this year. But I've not seen Red Dawn, but love Patrick Swayze. You need to check out more those Patrick Swayze indefinitely.
Yeah, the great thing about Red Dawn, the original one, is you look at the cast, and it's like that movie, The Outsiders.
Oh yeah,
okay?
Great.
You
cast.
see all these young actors that went on to become. Some went on to become big stars. Some of them went on to become just character actors. But you know, it's like, holy shit! I mean, Charlie Sheen is in Red Dawn, and he looks like a baby. You know, I mean, he's like, people always say, my God, Charlie Sheen looks so young in Platoon. You know, check out Red Dawn. That came out 5 years earlier.
Yeah.
You know, then you'll see how young he is in that movie. You know, I mean, C. Thomas Howell was really big in the 80s, you know, because of Red Dawn. And then he did in The Outsiders, but then he did a movie called Soul Man that kind of destroyed his career. If you guys ever get a chance to check out Soul Man, hunt that one down. That one's hard to find. The plot of that is a white kid is trying to go to Harvard Law School, and his parents cut him off. So he goes for a scholarship and finds out that the winner has to be black, so he gets blackface and goes to school in blackface. Problematic.
Yes, to say the least.
And hilarity ensues.
I can imagine. Right, we'll go through some comments. Movie Panda's here. Hello, Movie Panda. What film you talking about? This was at 3 minutes past 7. You put that. Probably I know what you did last summer because that was the first film we spoke about.
Yeah.
So that was probably what we were talking about. Jim, have you seen Revenge for Jolly?
I've never heard of that. I've seen Revenge, but
yeah. No, I've not heard of that one either.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Sai just goes tiptoes laugh.
Yeah, I gotta see that movie now.
You got it. Hi guys, hope you're all well and good. Hello, Media Collector Madness. All good. Hello. Here.
Thank you.
Spectre's here. Hello, Spectre.
Hello.
Is there a childhood movie or show that you've gone back to for nostalgia? I say it once, I'll say it again. Mrs. Doubtfire, all the time for me. Just was at the right age, and I think no matter what age you are watching that film, you're always gonna like sort of love it. I think it's just, or I identify with it because of just the kind of film it is. Yeah, that's definitely the answer for me. I always go back to that one.
Too many to mention.
Yeah, it's a few for me as well, Jim.
I mean, I've got a friggin' bookcase full of movies like that.
Yeah.
You know, that movies that I know in my heart aren't all that great, but I love them because of nostalgic reasons, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Alan, Sam?
I always like to go back to the Universal monster movies because I used to watch them avidly when I was a youngster, you know, Boris Karloff, Frankenstein.
Yeah.
And also, horror side, I like going back to the old 70s, you know, like On the Bus as a Man About the House and all those type of comedies and that, because I grew up with all of them. So, yeah, so they'd be the ones.
Nice. Yeah. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, I think straight away for me, Ollie, it's probably the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I just remember, like, I remember it was like kind of the similar time to when I think it was even the same year, in fact, when the remake came out, 2005, and we were on a holiday to, like, I think it was Lancaster, and I think what was really special for me that holiday was I bought my first 2 ever DVDs, and I love both of these movies still 20 years later. You know, the original Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the 2004 SpongeBob movie. And I just remember watching both of them movies for the first time that holiday, and I was just in absolute awe with what I was watching, because it's the first time I was watching DVD as well. So, and 20 years ago. So they'd probably be a couple of my picks there, Ollie.
For a second, Sam, I got worried. I thought you were going to say like you love the Tim Burton Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh no!
And I'd have had to kick you out the stream, unfortunately.
Yeah, that movie's an abomination.
Yeah. Yeah. I always try and
actually
forget.
A really good answer, Sam. That's what I should have said was Willy Wonka.
I should have as well.
I feel like I'm like 6 years old.
I think no matter what age you are, I think it's one of those films, like, because there's 3 of us.
Yeah.
And I mean, different generations, but we all feel the same way about it. So
yeah. You can keep your Wizard of Oz. I'll watch Willy Wonka every day of the week. It's such a wonderful movie.
I just keep purposely, when I'm in the car to work in the morning, I keep purposely just putting All Star on, and I just keep thinking of Andy last week.
Andy going through PTSD.
I keep getting tempted to just send him a link to it on Facebook or something. I've never seen someone have so much hate for one song.
Yeah, it's like when he was talking about that, all I kept on thinking about was, have all 3 of you seen A Clockwork Orange?
Yeah.
The scene where Malcolm McDowell is being forced to watch all the violence. Just having Andy sit there watching that friggin' music video on a loop, he'd be going insane within 30 seconds. No!
Yeah, that was one of the highlights of last stream.
Yeah, that was pretty damn funny.
Yeah. I watched Ginger Snaps the other night. Best werewolf I saw in my life. Best werewolf movies: Ginger Snaps, Dog Soldiers, Wolfman 2010.
Ginger Snaps is a fun movie.
Yeah, I need to check that one out.
Yeah.
Dog Soldiers, on the other hand, is a great movie.
It is great. Yeah,
love that movie.
Yeah. Giz is here. Hello, Giz.
Hello, Giz.
General Bull Fulbright is the only character to die on the A-Team. He gets shot in the Sound of Thunder episode.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I haven't watched that TV show in years, so he knows more about it than I do. But I do remember nobody ever died. Nobody ever got hurt. I mean, that was the thing that I used to, I've seen car accidents. People don't just come out after rolling 25 times going, oh, it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Especially in the early 80s, before airbags and seatbelts were optional. We'll leave it at
that. Quantum Leap's one of my favorite shows. Such a missed opportunity with the reboot. Yeah. What is your favorite and least favorite X-Men films? Well, that's an easy question. He says my favorite X-Men movies is X2, Wolverine, and my favorite Days of Future Past. Worst X-Men movie is X-Men 3 Last Stand. Well, I think by a sky mile high, we spoke about on the last stream, the worst by far is Dark Phoenix. It's an abomination.
I still haven't watched.
Heard it's bad.
And the best is very difficult for me because I love the original, but I think Days of Future Past is also just excellent.
Yeah,
so,
I love that film.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Are we including all the offshoot movies? Because you said Dark Phoenix. To me, that's like an offshoot.
Yeah, because it's still an X-Men film. But...
I mean, okay, if we're including the offshoots, then I would say Logan is my favorite X-Men movie.
Yeah,
I think that movie is damn near a masterpiece. I love that movie. And the worst one, I haven't seen Dark Phoenix, so but I have seen Wolverine Origins, and that thing is like really bad. So that would be my least favorite.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of them, so I can't comment. The only Marvel ones I've really watched are the Spider-Man ones, because he's my favorite superhero, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But after that, I haven't watched. I couldn't tell you about the Marvel universe because I don't know one iota about it. or just the Spider-Man ones, and I haven't watched them for ages. So I used to watch. I what I did used to watch when I was younger. I used to watch the animated Spider-Man series that used to be on, with the catchy theme tune.
Absolutely.
Spider-Man, because he sort of like he seemed to be more layers. Yeah, he seemed to be more layers to Spider-Man, didn't he? He had all the problems of a normal, problems with his boss, problems with girls, and that, and all different problems. And he had to fight the bloody supervillains as well on top. So he didn't have it very good, did he?
Yep. I used to watch that cartoon.
Yeah. If you want to bring DC into it, my favorite DC superhero is Batman. The original TV series with Adam West. Yeah, but that's it really. Yeah.
Hi, Pete.
Hi, Pete.
Hello.
How you doing, Pete?
I'm good.
Good. We're talking about favorite and least favorite X-Men films.
Ooh, I'll have a think.
Yeah. Sam, do you want to do yours?
Yeah, sure. Like similar to Jim, I've got to go with Logan. I think it's absolutely fantastic, that film. Just phenomenal, really. Like definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies in general as well, to be honest. And then I think my close second would be Days of Future Past, because I thought that was absolutely fantastic as well. And 2014's just, like I say, one of my favorite ever years for film, and that came out in 2014 as well. So least favorite, I've not seen Dark Phoenix, but I guess that could be a good thing.
Yeah,
just from what I've heard. Yeah, definitely. And but I really wasn't a fan of Apocalypse. Unfortunately, that didn't do much for me. Unfortunately, man. And like Jim was saying, X-Men Origins Wolverine, I thought that was a bit pants as well. So yeah, they would be my least favourites of that universe. Sure.
Yeah, nice. Pete, you got any?
Logan is incredible, but I wouldn't class it as an X-Men movie. It's a Wolverine movie.
Well, that's what I asked before I gave that answer.
Yeah.
Are we including X-Men or X-Men adjacent movies? And he said all of them. So that's why I included Logan.
Cover them all.
I'd say Last Stand is a terrible movie.
Yeah, it is.
Apocalypse is a terrible, terrible movie.
Yes, it is.
I haven't seen Dark Phoenix. Is the only one I think of the X-Men that I haven't seen. Favorites would be, if we're encompassing all the X-Men universe, Logan would be top. Then it would be X-Men 2, and then probably First Class. Yeah, I think that's what I would choose.
Nice.
Has anybody seen the New Mutants? Did anybody?
Yeah, Roy made me watch it. He punished me and made me watch it.
Okay, because I've never seen that one either. So I heard it's pretty bad.
It's awful. Yeah, that'd be up there with some of the worst. There's a reason why it got pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed.
Yeah, I didn't mind it.
You see,
yeah,
I started watching it, and the problem I had with it, which really frustrated me, is it didn't know what film it wanted to be. It didn't know whether it wanted to be a full-on horror or an X-Men film, or like there was comedic bits in it as well. It just didn't know which way it wanted to go for me. Whereas I'd have preferred if it had gone full-on like one direction, like full-on horror would have been better.
That's where they were originally going for. Was like
I think 20th Century Fox has a lot to do with it not feeling like it knows what it wants to be.
Yeah.
Like interference with it kind of destroyed that movie, which also pushed it back. And it was also at the time with the Disney merger as well. So it was the last X-Men movie universe from 20th Century Fox, but also the first, I guess, first Disney X-Men movie or Disney adjacent X-Men movie. But yeah, it doesn't work as an X-Men film. As a film about a bunch of kids with superpowers in a insane asylum, I thought it was all right. It's got Anya Taylor-Joy in it. She's always great to watch. Other than that, it's okay. I didn't mind it. It's better than the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, when I saw the trailer for it, I thought about a Stephen King, which is actually now becoming a mini series called The Institute. Yeah,
yeah,
and it sounds like it's very similar in plot.
Yeah. Cintronians is a great series of movies. George Cole is great in them. You have to try and check some of them out.
Never.
Yeah.
Tom's here. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Yeah, I just read this just before we started. Malcolm Jamal Warner from The Cosby Show has died age 54. Yeah, drowning, accidental drowning. I know him from a TV series. I didn't know him before, from a TV series a few years ago called The Resident. He was really good in that, all set at a hospital.
Yeah.
That's what I knew him from. But yeah, kind of, because he was still pretty, I think he's about the same age as you, Jim.
Well, I'll be 58 next month, but still, yeah, 54, that's too close.
Yeah. I know. It's like, it's sad, isn't it, for someone to go like that? Yeah.
Very sad. Yeah, he was great on that show, on the Cosby Show. That was one that I used to watch all the time when it was new.
Yeah. Nice. I agree with this. I prefer Carlito's Way to Scarface. What about you guys? Very similar. Both with Al Pacino, both directed by De Palma. I watched Carlito's Way. I don't know what it was. It got me more than Scarface, especially that ending.
Yeah.
The way that ended, I think it's a perfect ending. And obviously, I'm not going to spoil it, but what happens in the subway station, and then it like zooms in to like the picture of like the holiday destination, and you just got Joe Cocker's song come on in the background. Oh my god, I lost it then.
They're apples and oranges to me, because if it wasn't for the De Palma Pacino connection, nobody would put those two movies together.
They're completely different, aren't they?
Yes, one is a cartoon, a very entertaining cartoon, and the other one is a drama tragedy, and it's very good at that too. I prefer Scarface just because Scarface is more fun.
Yeah.
But arguably, Carlito's Way is a better film.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's how I would answer that.
Yeah. What about you other guys?
Shockingly, Ollie, I've never seen Carlito's Way. Yeah, I know, right? I've heard it's absolutely fantastic, but Scarface is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, so I can't say which one I prefer. I've seen Scarface, that's excellent, but yeah, Carlito's Way I'd need to check out, because I love Brian De Palma, man. Probably one of my favorite directors as well.
Yeah, mine as well.
Yeah, definitely. I just picked up, what was it, Jim? The it was in the Arrow sale. The going a bit slightly off topic here, but on the subject of Palmer, it was the Arrow 4K edition of Dressed to Kill. I really enjoyed that film.
That's a great film. Yeah,
isn't it, Ollie? I'm looking forward to watching that again.
It's great.
I got the Criterion Blu-ray of that, and yeah, that's one of my favorite De Palma movies.
It's the end. It's the ending with Michael. Like it's Michael Caine, like you've never seen him before, and not in the way that you think.
Yeah, it's such a great movie. It's such a great movie.
Yeah. And it was as well. It was what was it? Keith Gordon was in A Young Roland. Was it 3 years after Jaws 2 as well? Wasn't it, Jim? Because he was in that as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he went on to do Christine.
Yeah.
And then Back to School, and then he became a director himself. He directed a great movie called A Midnight Clear. If you've never seen that, hunt that one down.
I've not heard of that one.
True story, World War II movie. Ethan Hawke stars in it. Great cast in that movie, and that's an excellent film if you've never seen it.
Yeah, thank you. I'll check that one out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
No worries. What about you, Pete and Alan?
Well, like Sam, I haven't seen Carlito's Way, but I have seen Scarface, and I did like it. But I can't get. Obviously, we're not seeing Carlito's Way. I can't draw a comparison. But I did like. I did like Scarface. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice. What about you, Pete?
You've seen Scarface like 20 times, and I've seen Carlito's Way twice. Scarface is a much easier film to get into.
I agree.
Scarface is a bit of a slog. Not Scarface. Carlito's Way is a bit of a slog. I really like Benny Blanco from Carlito's Way.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I'm not a fan of Sean Penn. I don't really like him in many things. I think he's great in some things, but then other things he just really puts me off.
Unfortunately, I don't mean to interrupt, but unfortunately, I do need to run. They just got here, but I will try to. If you guys are on for 3 hours like you normally are, I will try to come back later on. Okay.
Okay.
All right. But if not, I hope everybody has a great evening, and we'll talk soon. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Jim.
All right.
Bye,
Take care.
Take care, Jim. Good to chat.
Yeah. Cool. Rank the Toy Story films. That's another thing that Andy came out with last week. On the last stream, he was saying he hates Toy Story 3. And he said he prefers Toy Story 4 over Toy Story 3. It shocked Jim. Jim almost fell out of his chair when he said that. But I mean, the Toy Story films are the Toy Story films. I mean, I would go 2, 3, 1, 4 for me. What about you guys?
I haven't seen 4.
Oh, you go first, sorry, Pete.
I haven't seen 4, so I would do 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, fair enough. Sam?
Yeah, I probably would go 3's my favourite. I absolutely love 3. I think I went, no pun intended, I think I went to the cinema to see like 3 times as well. But yeah, I love Toy Story 3. It came out the year after Up as well, so they're like 2 of my favourite animated films right there. So Pixar coincidentally. So Toy Story 3, then I would go Toy Story 2, the original, and then 4. That'd be my ranking there.
Nice. And Alan, you said you've not seen them.
I haven't seen any. No.
Fair enough. Zodiac was shit. I thought just wasn't my thing. I understand it, but man, best serial killer movie is 7.
Oh yeah, I agree with
that. Malcolm Jamal Warner played Wesley Snipes' brother in 1996 film Drop Zone. Underrated skydiving action flick, one of Hans Zimmer's best scores. Not too familiar with that one. Might have to check that one out.
Yeah, no, Drop Zone. It's not good.
No, fair enough.
No, that and Passenger 57 are quite mediocre.
Yeah, I didn't love Passenger 57 either. Sai says, I loved Strange Darling, especially its score.
Still need to check it out. For its
yeah, I need to. So I've not seen it yet either.
Yeah, Jordan really. It was actually, I think, Jordan how I discovered that film. To be fair, I remember he really absolutely loved that one because it came out. Yeah. I think similar. Well, I know you loved this film. I'll like I think Ollie did as well. But it came out at that perfect time, similar to the Substance, because they were kind of
week
off
before,
that, similar forte. Yeah,
I think it came out the week before.
I do like The Substance. I thought that was great. Yeah.
Especially fantastic,
oh my God, that ending. Oh, God.
I know.
Yeah.
Super bizarre, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like The Substance.
That's great.
I prefer Infernal Affairs over The Departed. I've never seen Infernal Affairs. Need to check that one out, though. I love The Departed, though.
Yeah.
They're 2 different films, movies. Really.
Yeah.
The Departed, it follows the same plot as Infernal Affairs, but it's very different style-wise. Infernal Affairs is good, but it's a series of 3 movies, whereas The Departed is a singular movie. I have more fun watching The Departed than I do watching Infernal Affairs, but if you ever get a chance to watch Infernal Affairs, they are very, very good movies.
Yeah. Fair enough. It doesn't matter who you prefer as the Joker, but Jared Leto's portrayal is an abomination. And if you like it, you should have charges brought against you for crimes of taste. Or lack of. Well, yeah, I suppose it was a performance. I mean, if you were ranking the Jokers, he would definitely come at the bottom. But yeah, I don't know what's happened to Jared Leto. He used to be a great actor, but
Big Ed.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, I can't say. I know the trailer for the new Tron came out this week, the new trailer, but
yeah,
I can't say I'm really looking forward to it.
Because of him.
because he's the lead, yeah, and he just doesn't do anything for me as a leading man. It's like that's why Morbius sucked, because he just wasn't good in it, and it just wasn't a good film. And he was the worst part of House of Gucci as well, although that was a crap film. Yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. I think he's definitely. I think he kind of peaked at Requiem for a Dream, and that was it. I think that was his only film that he was any good in. But yeah. Evening, guys. Hope you well.
Oh, hi, Pete.
Hello, Pete.
Hello.
Pete.
What actor or actress do you think is overrated? You don't want to ask me, because everybody knows my answer, because I always give the same answer. So you guys go first.
Overrated actresses. Meryl Streep.
Oh, that really breaks my heart, Pete, 'cause she's my #1 actress of all time.
She's a good actress, but she's overrated. She should never have gotten a nomination for Devil Wears Prada, which is a role that anybody could have played.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I don't disagree with that, yeah.
In fact, if Glenn Close played the exact same character, she probably would have got nominated as well.
Yeah. But then would it have been a bit Cruella de Vil?
No, not really.
Kind of character, isn't it?
Not really. Other overrated. Nicole Kidman.
What are you doing, Pete? She's like also like top 5 for me.
When was the last time she did a good movie?
I'd have to think. I'd have to look back, to be honest, over her filmography. I'm sure she's done something, but Moulin Rouge? No, not that long ago. Australia.
Australia's awful.
I love it.
It's so bad that so much was cut out that Baz Luhrmann put it all back in to make a 7-hour miniseries.
He did, yeah. Faraway Downs, yeah. I'm sure I've seen. Wasn't she in like? Well, some people would say The Killing of a Sacred Deer, but I don't like that film. So I can't really.
People have seen it.
Well, yeah. Destroyer. I'm going to say Destroyer. That if you've not seen that, that's a great film. She's good in that.
I mean, this is the thing. She is a good actress, but she's overrated.
She doesn't necessarily pick the right films, I think, nowadays. I think the films she picks are either not seen enough, like just really small independent films that nobody watches, or aren't very, like Aquaman, like that sort of thing, which is crap. Yeah.
That's an easy paycheck, though, isn't it?
Yeah. No, I gotta say Drew Barrymore. Although, can you really say overrated? Because she
hasn't made a movie in like 10 years.
Well, that's what I mean. And is she really a great actress anyway? So is that really an unpopular opinion?
She's done some decent roles in movies, but she's never really been rated, if you know what I mean. To be overrated.
Yeah. I don't think I've got any like hot takes on people that I can't stand. That, I mean, I suppose Joaquin Phoenix maybe. I think he's done some good stuff, but he's done more stuff that I've just not liked.
It depends on who he works
and some
with.
really bad stuff, like Beau is Afraid, awful. Joker Folie à Deux, awful. Like most of the stuff he's done outside of the first Joker and sort of like the last 15 years, I'd say Her's an exception. Loved Her.
Yeah.
But even the Master, I was just kind of like, he just didn't do anything for me in that. Like,
that's not a film about him, though, is it? It's a film about Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I'd probably say Joaquin Phoenix for me, because he just seems like he gets a lot of I'd say he gets rated a lot as like one of the best actors, but I just don't think he is. I think he maybe used to be, but I don't think he is anymore.
I'll tell you who's hugely overrated at the moment is Glenn Powell.
Yeah, what is it about Glenn Powell?
I don't know. He was in Expendables 3. Then he showed up in Maverick, and since Maverick, he's become the next.
Yeah,
he's not very charismatic. He's not the best actor.
Yeah.
He was okay in Twisters, but
yeah,
I mean, it was a fun movie. But now he's in
Running Man.
Running Man. He's just done the film with Richard Linklater that's on Netflix.
J.J. Abrams, yeah. He's got J.J. Abrams film.
He's got J.J. Abrams movie, but he just seems to be getting cast in everything. Same with Pedro Pascal.
Yeah. I'm going to say, I know the easiest answer for me is Timothy Chalamet. I just don't get it. I really don't get it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam and Alan, what would you say?
Do you want to go first, Al?
Yeah, I'll go first, Sam. Yeah, I can't really think of anybody who I think is really overrated at the top of my head. But having said that, I can't stand these actors, these top actors who mumble the lines. I bloody hate actors that can't. It's one of my pet hates in movies. They can't pronounce the lines properly, like Marlon Brando. All right, he had a lot of acclaim in that, but God, he was a mumbler. You know, anybody that mumbles the lines, I just can't stand it. Puts me head in. You know, some people turn the subtitles on now because they you know, I say to me friends, what did he just say then? You know, mumbling the lines. Any actor that mumbles the lines, I can't stand it. Yeah, but and if you wanted a female actress going back, or one of the legends, you'd be surprised at what I'm going to say. Not exactly a slice on here, but you know, Marilyn Monroe. I didn't get her films. The only one I liked was Some Like Us Hot. The rest of her films, I didn't think they had much of a story to them, so I thought that her movies were immensely overrated. But I did like it in Some Like Us Hot. Yeah, but having said that, I say I can't really think of a modern actor that's right. So I always massively overrated him. So they're my picks. Yeah.
Sam.
To be honest, there's not loads of actors or actresses that I think, to be honest, the most actresses all I've seen, there's not really been anyone I've really absolutely detested. There's been probably a couple I've really not a fan of, but most of the actresses I've seen I probably have got on board with. But to be honest, I don't know if they classed as overrated. Only I was thinking similar to you there, but I would say start as Timothy Chalamet. Absolutely, yeah, I would definitely go with that. However, he's still been in some good films I really did enjoy, but I think since he starred more in his Hollywood stuff, I've kind of not been as interested in him as an actor, to be honest. But I don't know if you class him as overrated, but I've never been a big fan of Shia LaBeouf. He's just not done much for me personally as an actor. And again, similar to what I said about Timothy Chalamet, I've liked a couple of films, probably maybe 2-3 films with Michael Cera, but again, I've not been the biggest Michael Cera fan. So yeah, they're probably actress. Can't really think on top of my head with the actress, but yeah, I'll go. They're a couple of my picks there.
Nice.
Cheers, Ollie. Yeah.
Sai says, I went to see Soul Man at the Pictures when it was originally released. You could definitely never make it in today's world. Yeah, the way Jim was describing it, I just couldn't see that ever happen. I'd imagine it's one of those films that's probably very hard to get hold of nowadays.
I don't see it being any different to White Chicks with the Wayans brothers.
But again, that was, more than 20 years ago, and things are a lot different now than they were then.
Excuse me.
So, but yeah, you're right. It's the same sort of thing, isn't it, really? Is there a film that played on your mind that you struggled to sleep after watching it? A Tale of Two Sisters. That played on my mind for a while afterwards, yeah.
God, I still need to see that film, Ollie.
Oh, it's one of the scariest films I've ever seen. Just the tension.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
For me, Ollie, I thought it was a good film, but my goodness, it was stomach churning. I thought it was quite disturbing at times. It was kind of the knowing of what kind of happened, with it being based off true events. I'm probably gonna have to say the one film that probably came to mind was probably Snowtown. I thought it was a good movie, but I've got no intention of ever watching that film again. I just found it, in a couple of scenes I found really to the knuckle. To be honest, I found it quite stomach churning. That guy in it. He's a horrible bastard in it. He's really just, but the actor just does it so well. But it is a good film, but just never again. But that'll probably be my pick for that one.
Nice. Alan and Pete?
Well, having been a lifelong horror fan since I was knee high, I can't really name a particular movie that's kept me awake and disturbed me for weeks and weeks and weeks. Because the more horror films you watch, the more you become jaded. But having said that, there have been a couple of horror movies that have had real gross out scenes. I thought, oh God, that's a bit what's the name, isn't it? For instance, Alien, the chest burster scene. I still can't really watch that without wincing. You know, John Hurt when it comes out of his chest. And have any of you guys seen Theatre of Blood with Vincent Price?
I've not. Al.
No, the part where he kills Robert Morley, he kills his he's got these 2 poodles and he makes a pie out of them, and he pretends he's won a bloody pie eating contest and he's got the pies, but inside the pies is the poor dogs what he's killed, so he force feeds the pie down his throat. It's horrible, that scene, yeah. But there's been a few grossed out scenes, and the scene with Terrifier, a couple of scenes and that I thought were a bit but I love the Terrifier movies, but they've got a little bit over the top with some of the scenes, you know. But having said that, there's no real movie I've watched right through that it's kept me, you know, really disturbed me. But yeah, there have been gross out scenes that I thought, oh God, that's a bit stomach turning. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. Pete?
I've never watched a film and ever been like, I've never struggled to watch to sleep after watching a film. It's because my brain just knows it's not real.
Yeah.
But even if it's a film that's based on a true story, my brain is like, well, this is a filmed version of a true story. Therefore, my brain just instantly goes, well, it's not real. So I'm able to sleep. I mean, I've gone to bed after watching some of the most fucked up like horror films in the world and slept soundly. I've woken up and gone, I feel like watching Freddy versus Jason and watch Freddy versus Jason. It's like when it comes to movie violence and stuff, I am 100% desensitized to screen violence. Like I can watch anything and it just won't faze me. Even like that, I think the scenes that do play on my mind more now are scenes that involve animals. Like if it's like humans being cut open and stuff like that, it's nothing. But like the scene in The Fly 2 with the dog is heartbreaking. And I think that's more what would probably cause me to struggle to struggle sleeping would be something like that. So I can watch anything and sleep like a baby.
I tell you what was a happy little movie, a real jolly little movie, Eden Lake. God, what an ending that was! Bloody hell, Eden Lake.
God, Alan, I watched that for the first time back in January. Yeah. My God, the characters in that, holy shit, they are unapologetic with some of the shit that goes down in that movie.
I know, and he was swines, weren't he? Especially the ringleader. He was an absolute
Jack O'Connell, man. My God.
Jack O'Connell, yeah.
Yeah.
Bleak movie. Worse than Cannibal Holocaust.
It's because of how relentless that film is.
I know.
And then you've got that big twist at the end when they get to the house. It's exactly. That is the furthest I've ever seen a British movie push.
Yeah.
Apart from the blackface in Soul Man, every time the preppy kids refer to him as Washington whilst playing basketball would cause a meltdown. Yeah. Jim's here. Hello, James. Giz's 4K of Sinners has arrived. Nice.
Awesome stuff.
What films have you seen with Vinnie Jones?
Oh,
Midnight Meat Train. A couple of years ago. Yeah.
Gone in 60 Seconds. Snatch.
The Last Stand. Yeah, Snatch. That's the same as me, yeah.
X-Men, The Last Stand.
Yeah, that's what I said, yeah. No, he's not an actor that I've really seen many films. I saw the Gentleman series. He was in that. No, not really seen much. Yeah.
Probably, yeah, only just a couple of the ones we've mentioned, like, because he was in Lock, Stock, wasn't he, Vinnie Jones?
Oh yeah, he was Big Chris.
Yeah. Snatch, and then I quite liked that one, Mean Machine, that he starred in. That was not a bad film.
I forgot about Mean Machine. Yeah.
Yeah, that was actually all right. That one, I think Danny Dyer was in that one as well.
And Jason Statham.
Oh yeah, of course. I need to watch that film again, Pete. It's been a long time. But yeah, it probably does. Ollie, like yourself, Ollie not seen too many films with him, to be honest.
Yeah. Adam's here. Hello, Adam. Good evening,
Hello,
gentlemen,
Adam.
hosts, and everyone in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Yeah. Are you guys a fan of the Blade trilogy, and would you class it as horror? I've only seen the original. I like the original, but I've never had the desire to watch the sequels. So I wouldn't call myself a fan. But the first one's horror adjacent. I don't think it is full-on horror, but it has horror elements to it for sure. What about you guys?
No.
I've not seen any of them, Ollie, to be honest.
Yeah.
Well, luckily, I've seen all three. Blade 1 is it's a vampire action movie.
Yeah.
Simple as. Blade 2, you need to see because it's a Guillermo del Toro movie.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And it's a very, very good vampire action movie with Ron Perlman's in it as well, just before Hellboy. Blade Trinity is shit. Don't bother with it.
Is that the David
The best thing
Escoya
about
one?
it is Ryan Reynolds. Other than that, it's a crap movie.
Yeah. Is that the David Escoya one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that's bad.
But Blade 2, I highly recommend checking out. Blade 2. It's a really good film.
Yeah. Great news that the film negatives for Day of the Dead have been found. Hoping Second Sight obtain the UK rights from Screen Factory and we get a superb collector's 4K and Blu-ray release. Yeah. Could be good.
Absolutely. That'd be really good because it's the film's 40th anniversary this year as well.
Yeah. 1979 of Salem's Lot. I didn't have the curtains open for weeks. Yeah, that is yeah.
Scared of David Soul.
Great movie. Really
yeah,
enjoyed
it
that.
is.
Really.
Mark's here. Hi everyone. I always thought Don't Look Now was one that affected me and found unnerving. See, the ending is quite disturbing if you don't know it's coming. But I wouldn't say it particularly affected me. But it is quite a disturbing ending to a film. But yeah. Who do you consider underrated, or is there a supporting actor who is yet to get a lead role in a big movie that you think a studio should take a chance on? Yeah, there's definitely actors out there that I think that applies to, but a lot of them are like older actors, I would say, from like. But then again, see, I don't know why, but to me, in my head, William H. Macy came to mind, but he has had lead roles.
Has he?
We did The Cooler, didn't he?
Oh yeah, true. I forgot it was The Cooler. There's a Wayne Kramer movie.
Trying to think.
Underrated. I don't know. I think like supporting actors are
supporting for a reason.
Not that they're supporting for a reason, but the supporting actors always get the better roles.
Yeah, true.
In a film.
Yeah.
It is a good question.
Who should be a supporting actor, but is an A-list actor and doesn't deserve to be an A-list actor is Bradley
Cooper.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper is not an A-list. Bradley Cooper is support. He's always been support. He was a support in Alias, then he was a support in
Wedding Crashers.
The Wedding Crashers, yeah. He's not the actor that everybody thinks he is.
No, that's a good question, but
John Hamm should get
John Hamm, yes.
Should get more serious lead roles.
What about John Malkovich? Because has he ever really done like a full-on lead role? Because he's usually like part of like an ensemble or a supporting character.
Malkovich is more a character actor. So
yeah,
even though he looks like John Malkovich in every role that he's in,
yeah,
like he's the kind of person that'll like devolve into a different sort of character. Like in Con Air, he's Cyrus the Virus, and he's a villain in that. The one with Clint Eastwood as well, where he's in the name of the.
Oh, in The Line of Fire.
On The Line of Fire, yeah. So he's in that as well. He's the villain in that. But yeah, he plays. He's like Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He's one of those type of actors.
What about no? Because I was going to say John Goodman, but he did have lead roles back in the day.
Yeah.
It's just more so now he's like supporting, isn't he? You don't really see him do lead stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard one. You got someone like Clive Owen who he almost got there, but never quite got there.
He got there too late.
Yeah. Look who's back.
Clive Owen's done really good movies. Clive Owen was in like there was a couple of The Croupier, The International. There was one Deception, I think it was, with Jennifer Aniston. I think.
Oh, Duplicity.
Duplicity.
Yeah.
He was in a film called Deception as well, if I remember rightly.
He was in one called Derailed, wasn't he?
Derailed. It begins with. They all begin with D's.
D, yeah.
And then Shoot 'Em Up, and then when he did Shoot 'Em Up, there was like no more roles after that. It was all support stuff.
Yeah,
he's really good in Inside Man.
He is, yeah.
Movie. But yeah, most of the stuff he's done is just support roles.
Yeah. What would you say, Jim? Any supporting actors that you think should get lead roles?
He's right about Clive Owen. Clive Owen's great. Shit, I don't know. Because most of my favorite, Delroy Lindo, I think, is a very good actor.
Yeah.
You know, he's one of those underrated character actors. You know, he was great in Sinners. He's great in everything. I really can't think of any. Most of my favorite character actors are now deceased. So
yeah.
Or they have had starring roles. Like Steve Buscemi was originally a character actor, but he has had the lead in several films. Paul Giamatti, same thing.
Yeah.
So
I've always really liked David Paymer. I thought he was always a great character actor.
Yes.
But I feel like he should have done something more. Because whenever he pops up in something, he's always really good. Or like David Morse as well.
Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
Lance Henriksen should have gotten the lead more often than he did.
Yeah. Anyone else got any thoughts on that one?
Excuse me.
David Morse was is a phenomenal actor. He's always great in everything.
Absolutely.
I've got one, but it's going back to the Hammer films. You know, if you're familiar with Hammer films, Michael Ripper, he was nearly in every single Hammer film. He either played a barman, he either played a copper, but he never really got a bit, like Christopher Lee or Peter Cush, he never got a big role in a Hammer film. So I would say Michael Ripper. You know, I'd say he always had a barman's role or a detective's role. Yeah. So yeah, I'd say Michael Ripper.
Nice. Yeah. Sam, do you got any or?
Yeah, I was scratching my head about this one because it's a fantastic question, but yeah, I don't know. The one that came to mind was probably what is it, Ollie? Shane from The Walking Dead. He was in Baby Driver as well.
John Brinkley. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good answer.
Oh, cheers, buddy, because I don't believe he's been in a leading role yet, because I think there's potential there. Go on, Ollie, sorry.
You could kind of class The Accountant too as a co-lead with Ben Affleck.
Fair.
In the whole Daredevil thing, because he's the Daredevil, or not Daredevil,
Punisher. Yeah. So outside of that, I don't think he's ever done anything like lead. he has, like you say, he's always been like supporting.
Yeah.
Great actor, though.
Oh, definitely, Jim. I was going to ask as well, is Thomas Hayden Church ever been in a leading role as well?
Sideways?
The co-lead is
Oh, is he? Oh, yes, of course he was. Yeah. Need to check that out still, that film, to be fair.
He's in the new Knives Out as well.
Yeah. He's a great character actor.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to the new Knives Out when that comes out.
Yeah. Mark says, I personally find it difficult to watch horror films with kids since I've had my kids.
Tell him to leave the room.
Eden Lake is brilliant.
Yeah, it's a great film, Mark.
Have you seen that, Jim? I've not seen it yet.
I've heard good things about it. I have not seen it.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Clown? It's about a dude who puts on a clown outfit and can't get it off. Very fucked up movie, that.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, got it in my collection. It's very good. I think it was Eli Roth. Eli Roth made that. He can't get the bloody clown makeup off. He doesn't think of his son's birthday party, and he can't get the bloody stuff off. Tries, he might stuck to his bloody skin. So it's supposed to be from years ago with demonic, like a demonic ritual. He made this clown suit, and he just can't get it off. It's good. Yeah, highly recommend it. Yeah.
Eli Roth produced that, I believe.
Yeah, Eli Roth. Yeah.
I personally struggled with the Serbian film. I know that it's a movie, but it's what it's suggesting.
That movie is shock for shock. That's all it is.
I could never watch that film.
I mean, I've seen it. It's nothing I would ever watch again. Okay, and I knew it was a movie. It didn't offend me. I just thought it was a piece of shit. So we'll leave it at that.
Yeah. I've heard Sailor's quite disturbing.
I was thinking that as well, Ollie, yeah.
Okay, so I've seen a Serbian film like 6 times. Not out.
6 times.
Yeah. So years ago, I used to do a podcast with a friend of mine. We called it the Experiment, and it was around the same time that a Serbian film came out, and it was all the whole hullabaloo about it being banned from the Fright Fest festival in the UK. And we did this whole like 2 months. We covered the movie. And we did everything from dissecting certain things. We interviewed the directors, which was bullshit. And because of it, I had to rewatch the film multiple times to be able to get the right information. And I realized the more and more that you watch it, the less fucked up it becomes, and the more of a parody that it seems.
It's definitely not to be
insanely darkly comic movie. However, it's fucking awful. It's terrible.
Yes.
I never want to watch it again. I am never going to watch it again. 6 times was probably 5 times too many.
You're a better man than me, Pete.
Yeah.
And I understand the whole angle they were going at. I mean, I wasn't taking, like I said, it didn't offend me. It didn't, I understood what they were going for. I just didn't like it. I thought it was a piece of shit. So it's kind of like that movie, Man Bites Dog, which I actually prefer. But that movie is very similar in tone, as far as like it's trying to be darkly comic, but it's basically just shock for shock value. So, in my opinion,
when films do that, but they do it in a serious tone, or they try and make it in a serious way, it ruins the fun of films.
Yes,
which is why, I think the Terrifier movies have worked so well is because they know exactly what they're doing, and so they can play to that, which is why it makes it a lot of fun. Yeah. Whereas something like a Serbian film, you can make a movie that is grim and violent, but you can also have moments in it that will take you away from that.
Right.
Whereas they're just like, right, we need to do the most messed up shit that we can to get people to go, ooh, that's not very nice, and cause controversy.
That's That's one way to describe it.
Yeah, it's literally it's shock for shock value. There's no reason behind it. Like,
Yeah,
like the scene where he has sex with the woman in the room and then just chops her up. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Why? What is that? That doesn't even add anything to the plot.
No.
Yeah, it's just a terrible movie.
Yeah, I thought you were for a second there. I thought you were gonna like defend when you said that you had seen it 6 times. I'm thinking, oh Christ, no, he's gonna be one of those guys that's like, hey, that movie's great. Here's
No,
why.
there's
so
a legitimate reason as to why I ended up having to watch that film 6 times.
Mark says yes, Vinnie Jones was in Lock, Stock, but not Danny Dyer.
We know that.
Yeah. Movie Tramp's here. Hello, Movie Tramp. Have a great stream. Thank you. Hi guys, I know Alan is, but are you fans of Hammer Horror and Amicus films?
Absolutely.
Not really ever got into it, to be honest. I think I've only ever seen one Hammer film, which was one of the Dracula films. But I'd love to get into it more. Yeah, definitely. What about you guys?
Yeah, I like Hammer movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So I've got nearly every Hammer film. There's only one or two that I don't like. Most of them I love. I love Dracula, Christopher Lee, Frankenstein, Peter Cushing. I like Oliver Reed and Curse of the Werewolf.
Yeah.
And I also like The Devil. I love The Devil Rides Out as well. Christopher Lee plays a goodie for once and that.
Yeah.
But I love getting to Amicus. I love all the anthologies. I grew up with all of them, watching them in the 70s and that, you know. So yeah, definitely. And Universal, the first studio, they made me a lifelong horror fan. From there, I went to Hammer, then I went to Amicus. So yeah, definitely, yeah, top quality movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great recommendation by Alan. Theatre of Blood is definitely worth checking out. Vincent Price, Diana Rigg, and many other stars. Great revenge against the critics story, funny and inventive.
Yeah. It's very tongue-in-cheek as well as being horrifying. It's very tongue-in-cheek because Vincent Price was very self-aware. He knew he was a horror star. And he played it up to the full. You know, yeah, it's fantastic. Vincent Price, you know, absolutely love his movies. Yeah.
The End of Identity played on my mind a lot. A good John Cusack movie. Yeah, I quite like Identity. James Mangold as well.
Love The Identity. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Great cast in that movie.
Yeah. Anyone watch The Detectorists?
Never heard of The Detectorists.
No.
Isn't that a TV show?
I thought that's what he was talking about. The one with Mackenzie Crook and Toby Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've not seen it, but I know of it. If that's what he's talking about. I really feel Invisible getting more and more difficult to make a great horror film these days. The 4 of you wrote and produced a horror movie. What storyline and concept would you do? I don't really know because horror's not my like niche thing, so I would probably not go for horror. I mean, I know what Pete would say because he's already done it, but well, most of it, aren't you? Not all of it.
Yeah, I've got another one on the go at the moment.
Oh yeah, nice. Is it a new one that you've just started?
Yeah, it's like a folk horror with a bit of H.P. Lovecraft thrown in.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
If I was to write a horror movie, well, being a writer anyway, always writing horror stories, if I was to write a screenplay, I'd make damn sure that the characters were good. You could really, you know, they didn't act daft and that, like they acted stupid in that bloody thing what I watched last night, the Hearts thing. I'd make sure the characters were serious. And it was terrible. We wait to see the ranting video I'm going to do this. But yeah, the characters have to be very sympathetic, you know, sympathise with them. They'd have to be not sort of like do things like they wouldn't do in real life. For instance, if they're getting chased by the villain or the monster, what do? They get into the car instead of running like that into the bloody woods. So they'd have to behave, you know, logically, and they'd have to have a good ending as well, you know. So they'd be the important things, good characters, and not do anything stupid what you wouldn't do in real. I know sometimes you do it to develop the story, otherwise you wouldn't have a story. But that would be my 3 criteria if I was to write a horror screamer, which I hope to do one day. You know, yeah.
Nice. Anyone else got any thoughts on that one?
I think for me, Ollie, to be honest, it probably would be maybe similar to something along the line with a folk horror, to be honest. Like, could be some sort of like Forbidden Forest or something. And yeah, like some kind of evil trees or something. Yeah, so I'd probably say something along the lines of that, to be honest.
Yeah. See, I've always thought now, because it's like, I was watching interviews when they were doing the cast interviews for the new I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Freddie Prinze Jr. was right. It's like horror has like evolved over every like certain like decades. So like obviously you obviously had the like the Hammer horror sort of stuff like 50s and 60s. And in the 80s, there were some good horror, but there was nothing standout. And then in the 90s, slashers really came into force. Like your Screams, I Know What You Did Last Summer, that sort of stuff. And then you had like your Saws in the 2000s. And now it's like kind of meta type horror nowadays. So to me, I think
It's all horror.
yeah, it is all horror. But to me, what I would do, which I don't think has been done well yet, I think if I was to watch a horror film, I'd love to see someone tackle horror with AI, like in a good way, because I don't think we've seen any like really good AI horror yet. We'll see what the next Scream film's like, because that's supposedly going to be AI. But I'd love to see like something done well with AI and horror. I think that could work well.
It's called Terminator.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
that's exactly what Terminator is.
But like modern AI. No, but like modern AI, like not like what AI was thought to have been back in the 80s. Like I want to see something like the modern type AI.
The problem is, you make a modern horror movie about AI, you get Terminator.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have an AI slasher movie because it's artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how AI would work in a horror medium.
But that's the thing now, AI, because that's what they're saying the new Scream's going to be. It's going to be the killer's going to be using AI, like some sort of AI mask. I knew Jim would start cracking up.
I gave up on those movies years ago. So,
what about that Black Mirror? That's supposed to have a lot of technology and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah.
Black Mirror.
See,
so
that's really
is it any good? Is it any good?
Seems good, yeah.
Yeah, Black Mirror. Yeah.
Yeah, Sam, you've seen all of that, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic, Al. Actually, you know what, Al? That probably would be up your street, to be fair. Because it's one of the most, like, you know, like, versatile shows out there. Like, it is kind of like anthology in a way, because obviously each episode contains like a different story. But yeah, there's a couple of episodes that's got like a real horror feel to it. That one with, I thought it was a cracking one with White Russell in it, and he goes into this like competition, and he enters like this haunted house and that. It's brilliant stuff, man. I never got round to checking out the last 2 episodes of the most recent set of episodes, but yeah, fantastic stuff, isn't it, Ollie?
I've seen trailers of it, Sam, but I've never seen it right through. You know, they've got the whole series on eBay in big Blu-ray box sets. I think it's China. You've got to get it from China. Yeah, I might check it out. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, no worries, Al.
Yeah.
The werewolf episode, I really like that. From not the series just gone, the series before. You remember that one, Sam?
Oh,
the one with the werewolf. I really liked that episode.
Oh.
That was a decent one. It was what was it? Because I really liked is it the second episode, Ollie, from the last season where it was set in Scotland, that was it, and then they were kind of like filming like a document. It was like a documentary of film about someone's past, wasn't it? Like the death of someone's past.
Someone got killed, and they were going up to do like make a documentary. That was really good because there was some good found footage stuff in that. Yeah, I did like that episode. Because was it John Hannah was in that episode, wasn't he?
I believe so. And then the third episode was pretty spectacular in some ways because it was what's his name?
It was
Aaron Paul. Yeah,
when they were up in space, and they had they could go down for like a certain amount of times, but then they swapped. Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend that, Al. There's some episodes I reckon that'd be your cup of tea there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I might get the box set off eBay and give it a shot. Cheers.
Yeah. I don't know if all of them got released on Blu-ray. I don't believe it was only the
China. If you go on, you've been on DVD over here, but if you go onto eBay and type it in, you get a China, because sometimes China do these box sets, what you can't get in Britain or America, and they're really good. I got the Masters of Horror, Volume 1 and 2, China.
Okay, yeah.
So, so I'm looking forward to revisiting that Masters of Horror. Yeah.
Good stuff. Ollie, just a quick question, by the way, because I saw it dropped recently, the teaser for Stranger Things season 5, I want to say. I've still not seen like the teaser, but when is that coming back on, by the way?
November.
Oh, is it?
It's
not
split
too
in
long
3
then.
parts. It's the end of November. Then I believe it says Christmas, but I don't know whether it's Christmas Day. New Year's Eve, yeah. Yeah.
Fucking kids are all like pushing 30 now. I swear to God.
Well, one of them's married now. Millie Bobby Brown's married now.
It's like have you ever seen these movies where not necessarily horror? Have you ever seen these movies where you get a gang of bloody school kids that look about bloody 25, 26, and they play 14-year-olds?
Well, it's like Roy's favourite. Roy's favourite, Grease.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Stalker.
They're all like in their 30s.
She's 50 and she's supposed to be a high school girl. It's like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a bit like, isn't it, Ollie, the in-betweeners now? Like some of them have got to be like in their 40s now. It's quite insane how time has flown since then, definitely.
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to our next topic because we've been going through the comments for a while. So it's physical media recommendations, the next topic. For Alan, who's obviously, this is your first stream, it's basically just 3 films from your collection that you would just recommend to someone. The actual film itself, it doesn't have to be like the limited edition or whatever, just a film that you want to get out to someone.
From any decade at all,
anything at all you want to recommend. 3 of them
from my collection. I've got a huge collection. I'm gonna actually do a what's the name one day to show all my collection off. But I've got rid of a lot of things as well. I've had a bit of a call, movies I'll never get back to. But if I was to pick 3 movies, a very, very difficult choice because loads of movies I love. But I would pick, say for the thriller, regardless of horror for the moment, I would pick the very first Death Wish, starring Charles Bronze. I absolutely love that movie. You really feel his anger when he goes after the well, I know it's a popular movie, but I would pick Death Wish for the thriller. For a horror, oh my God, there's so many. Well, Sam will know this, won't you? You know how much I love horror. There's that many horror movies. But if I was to pick one, a modern one, I'd probably pick The Substance. Yeah.
Good choice, Al.
Yeah, it's a modern movie. And the third one, oh gosh, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this one. Roger Moore was in it. He made it in 1970, and he seems to be haunted by a double. And you didn't know, but it was in his mind. The man who haunted himself. It's fantastic.
Still not seen that.
Fantastic movie.
Right, you think he has like an accident, and when he's on the operating table, he dies for so many minutes, and this evil double takes over. Or we think it's an evil double. I love that movie. You can watch that anytime. Yeah. So they're my 3. Yeah.
Nice picks there. Yeah.
Cheers. Thank you.
Sam, Jim, and Pete, do you need to look, or have you got yours?
I've got mine here, Ollie.
Yeah. Well, Sam, do you want to go first then, quickly?
Yeah, sure thing. I've just picked 2 titles, this one, and they're like these are Blu-ray. But first one I've gone for, and it's a film I've not seen in a while, but I would even class this film as quite underrated now. I don't think this film kind of gets talked about enough as it used to, but Darius Marder, Darius Marder directs it, and obviously he worked on one of my favourite films of all time, The Place Beyond the Pines. It's an amazing movie, that is. I picked some Sound of Metal as the first one. I think it's absolutely bloody ace, as Stuart would say. Really good movie. You know, a guy obviously like in a heavy metal band, and then he starts to become deaf, and then he's on that road to recovery, and yeah, he goes and then yeah, he goes to that. He goes to the centre, and obviously with for people who are deaf as well, and he's kind of on that road to recovery. But then he really finds himself an attachment with the people he meets there as well, and he like learning sign language stuff. It's absolutely great. Yeah, kind of a film of two halves as well. I think Riz Ahmed is brilliant. Olivia Cook does a stellar job. I think she was nominated, or she actually won Best Supporting Actress at the Oscars, I want to say. But yeah, really good movie. And like the ending, you kind of don't expect it. It's kind of one of those films you kind of predict really of what happens at the end. But it's yeah, really good movie. I've seen this twice, but I'm yet to like rewatch it as well. And yeah, I think I don't mind metal music, but I think there's not like heavy metal music throughout the film. It's kind of just more about him, the drummer. So it's similar to another film that was called Mogwai that he was in with Riz Ahmed, and that was really good. I think this is kind of like what would make a bit of a that good double bill, really. But great movie that, in my opinion, anyway. I really like that one. I've gone for a Western as well, and I've got to give a massive, massive thank you to Roy for sending me this one my way about last year sometime, and it was the second movie I watched like this year, as in, because the first one I watched was The Magnificent Seven, and then it was this one. But yeah, High Noon. I've seen this twice this year, yeah, already, and it is shot up as one of my best first-time watches of the year. Yeah, it's absolutely great. I don't know what's happened to Ollie's screen there.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, good. He's still good, Ollie.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, no worries, mate. But yeah, High Noon, absolutely fantastic film. It's kind of about, I think, this lawman. It's kind of on the day of his wedding when he finds out the news that this inmate is coming out of prison after like 5 years, and then obviously him and his group of like his gang basically are going to stroll into this like western town at like 3 o'clock on the dot, and then he's kind of trying to form his own like community and get people on his side, you know, like kind of against him when he turns up at the station. And you know, one really great scene when he goes to the church, and then he kind of wants to he makes a bit of a speech, and you know, he tries to get the townspeople kind of on his side, really. It's absolutely great, and there's a couple of great side stories to this as well, with like the main lady, I believe, was in a relationship with that main antagonist in, and also Grace Kelly as well, who plays a great supporting role in that. And of course, how can I forget Gary Cooper, who's just fantastic. You got a young Lee Van Cleef in there. But yeah, this Eureka Blu-ray, this has been reissued on 4K now, but I'm just more than happy with this, to be honest, guys. And yeah, good luck booklet there. I need to get more Eureka in my collection, to be honest, because they are a fantastic boutique label. But yeah, and I love the real downbeat score to that one as well. You know, it's got a blissful sweeping sound to it, but it just works for like the movie's favor. But yeah, absolutely great. Yeah, so those are some of the images of like the booklet there. And me and my dad went to see this at Tyneside Cinema. When was it again? A couple of months ago, and it was my dad's first time watch of it, and he loved it as well. So yeah, there's some of my picks there, Ollie.
Nice.
Good choice, Sam.
Cheers, Al. Thank you. Appreciate
that. Frankie Lane sings the themes. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Am I right? Yeah.
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 That's it. Yeah. I tell you what though, Al. On the subject of Eureka though, I definitely want to check out. Oh God, it wasn't. Sorry, no, Al. It wasn't Eureka. Was it? Was it the one that you recommended? Was it with Edward G. Robinson? Was it Scarlet Darling, was it? That was
Scarlet, what was it now? Something Scarlet, wasn't it? Scarlet, wasn't it?
Scarlet Street, that was
That's
it.
the one. That's it. Have you not seen it yet? No.
I've not, mate, but I definitely want. I want to check out more films with Edward G. Robinson as well, because I could. Because like I said to you, I loved that film. What was it? The Woman in the Window. That was fantastic.
That was great.
Oh, great. Yeah, really good.
Caesar, when he was a gangster, Little Caesar. That's a good one. Yeah,
what was that one? Sorry, Al.
Little Caesar, Edward G. Robinson. Yeah, he plays a gangster in a lot of his movies. Yeah, top guy. Yeah, it's the good one. Yeah,
he's an actor. I need to check out more of his work for sure. Definitely.
He's classic. Yeah, fantastic.
Definitely. Pete or Jim, have you got any like physical media recommendations there?
Yeah, I've got mine. Do you have yours yet, Pete?
I've got a big stack of stuff right next to me, but I don't know what to choose.
Okay, well then I'll just go through real quickly. These are just what I've added to the collection recently since the last time we were on, or since the last time I was on anyways. Couple of 2025 films. First one is Sinners. I don't know if that's available in the UK yet or not.
I think it's out now.
Came out today.
Yeah, really enjoyed this movie. I thought it was great. And I've got the 4K Blu-ray of Novocaine with.
It's a good movie. I enjoyed that one.
Yeah, this movie's entertaining as hell. It is just a lot of fun. And Jack Nicholson's son, Ray Nicholson, is in this. And my God, does he look like his father? Oh my God! And then part of that Kino sale that I had, haul that I got last week. One of my favorite movies from the '90s. I love this movie. Sneakers.
Yeah.
With Robert Redford, Dan Aykroyd, Ben Kingsley, River Phoenix, Sidney Poitier. I mean, this is James Earl Jones. This is one of the best casts ever, and this is a excellent film. So that's what I've got.
Yeah, that's a great film, Jim. Great pick there.
Yeah, we have no screen of you, Ali. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Yeah, I was thinking it's Jim. Was it me, or was it just my screen, or?
Am I here?
No, first he went from the digitized version to no version, and now he's like the invisible man. Now?
We can't, mate. Sorry, no.
Turn on the light, man. You're like a ninja.
Hang on a second. See if that works. I've just turned the Wi-Fi on.
So it's weird that Jim mentioned Sneakers because I got my DVD of Sneakers right next to me.
Oh, nice.
I watched it the other day.
You back Holly, by the way.
It's such a fun movie, isn't it, Pete?
It is. My choice is just because they're next to me, and I've just picked them up. Inner Space.
Oh yeah,
Dante. Cracking movie.
Love it.
This is I've upgraded from my DVD to Blu-ray finally. Love this movie. Always love this film. It's kind of a. I don't want to say remake, but it is in a way of Fantastic Voyage.
Yeah.
Which is another great sci-fi movie. But yeah, that's one of them. Another one I've just added. The 4K of Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, great movie.
Awesome film again. Just I love this movie. I've gone from VHS to DVD to Blu-ray to now 4K. So I've had it on all four formats. Another upgrade from DVD is the Clint Eastwood Dirty Harry collection, which has all 5 Dirty Harry movies on it. I love Sudden Impact. I think it's a grim movie, and they all should have been as grim as that. And the last one that I've just got is Jason Goes to Hell on 4K, which I got for free.
Well, there you go.
There we go. That's my pick.
It was worth the price then.
It was.
Nice. Well, I've got a very varied pick. I like to try and chuck a foreign language film in. So I have, and I've gone with, for the first one, Hero with Jet Li.
Oh.
Great film.
Good movie.
Really like it. Yeah. Watched it for the first time last year. Just some great martial arts in there, and the story's
great fight
brilliant.
in the movie.
I mean, it's Tarantino, so I don't know. Did he just produce it, I think?
Yeah. He's just a producer.
I think he's a producer of the Western release of it. I don't think he had anything to do with the actual production of the movie.
Right.
I think it was his production company, so probably Rolling Thunder, that picked up the rights for distribution in America, which because they had a deal with Miramax.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's an awesome film.
Cool movie.
Yeah.
And then very different, but one of my favorite actors, really good film. The Horse Whisperer with Robert Redford, Kristen Scott Thomas, very young Scarlett Johansson, Chris Cooper, Sam Neill, Diane Wiest, music by Thomas Newman, who's my favorite composer, and directed by Robert Redford as well. Really like that one. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that one.
Yeah,
I've not seen that one, Ollie. No.
No, nobody.
I've seen it. I saw it years ago, though.
Yeah. Oh, nice. You like it?
Can't remember much about it.
That's why I saw it years ago. Don't remember.
Fair enough.
Took a girl to see it.
The last one is a tease for some of my pickups today, because I only got it today. Still Sealed, one that I watched a while ago. Really like it. Really underrated Kevin Spacey film. It's called K-Pax with Jeff Bridges. Really enjoyed this one, but never heard anyone talking about it.
Kevin Spacey, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I picked up loads of Kevin Spacey films today.
He's still a good actor.
That's what I mean.
He's a great actor.
Yeah. But if you don't know what it's about, basically, he plays a man that basically says that he's come from another planet. And obviously, nobody believes him. So he gets he doesn't get sectioned, but he basically gets told to see a psychiatrist who's played by Jeff Bridges. But after a while, they kind of start to believe maybe he is who he says he is. Really good film. Yeah, definitely recommend that one as well. Really cheap to get on DVD. So, yeah, those are my 3 picks there.
It's funny you mentioned K-Pax. I just put that on for my mom on Netflix the other night.
Oh, yeah.
Like 2 nights ago, because she had never seen it. So
you've seen it then, Jim?
Yeah, I've seen it before. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to our next topic quite swiftly because want to get on with it because we've still got a bit to go through. So the next topic is the movie news roundup of the week. And the first topic, so basically, Alan, for obviously because you don't know, every week I just grab a few bits of things that have been in the news that are movie related in the last week. And I just talk about it and see if anyone's got any thoughts on it. Either way, sometimes there's no thoughts, sometimes there is just some stuff. Thought I'd jot down.
Yeah, it's fine.
So Wheels the movie.
Oh gosh, yeah, that's so I don't think that's ever going to get made, but you never know. First up, Robert Eggers' next film, Werewolf, has started a cast, and it's basically a Nosferatu reunion with Willem Dafoe, Aaron Taylor-Johnson, and Lily Rose Depp being joined to the cast. Is anyone excited for? Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Because to me, Robert Eggers, I would like to see him do something different now. It seems like every film he's done as of yet has been a similar sort of film. I'd love to see him tackle something in like the modern day, because everything he's done has been period. And I think what this Werewolf just seems too similar to like Nosferatu, and too soon. I don't know what you guys think though. Yeah.
I still haven't seen Nosferatu, to be honest.
Me neither.
Oh,
so
it's really good. It is really good. It's probably my favorite of his films. Then I'd probably go The Lighthouse, and I haven't seen The Witch, but I didn't get on with The Northman at all.
Yeah, see, now The Northman I liked.
And I found it so slow.
Yeah, I dug it. Whereas slow, I thought The Witch was extremely slow.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so
that
was just me. So.
Yeah. You got any thoughts on that one, Alan or Sam?
Do you want to go first, Al?
Yeah, not really. Not really familiar with his movies, So, but not particularly. No.
Fair enough. What about you, Sam?
Yeah, similar to you, Ollie. I can't say I'm that excited, to be honest. I mean, like you were saying, I would like to see Robert Eggers maybe tackle maybe a different genre or something different within that genre, if that makes sense. But yeah, like, don't get us wrong, I think he's a fantastic director. You know, I haven't seen The Witch is the only one I've not seen, but
same.
The Northman and God, what was it? The Lighthouse, Nosferatu. Yeah, man, they've been all home runs in my opinion. So I'll be intrigued. I mean, I'd be up for seeing another werewolf movie, but yeah, I would like him to do maybe something else a bit different, maybe. So I can definitely agree with that.
Yeah, cool. Next up, Ryan Gosling and Will Ferrell have been attached to star in a film called Tough Guys, which is going to be an action buddy comedy. And they're saying it could potentially be a return for Will Ferrell. Does anyone think Will Ferrell could have a comedy comeback? Come back and do what he used to? Although I know a lot of people never were fans of his, but
again, does anyone really care?
Anchorman's my favourite Will Ferrell movie. I like Anchorman. Yeah, there was talk of
Anchorman's
awesome. But it's fell through. So
yeah.
Anchorman and Ricky Bobby are the two Will Ferrell movies that I like.
Yeah,
but
would you watch him teaming up with Ryan Gosling?
Again, it depends if I see a trailer and it looks funny. Yeah. I mean, it's like one was in The Nice Guys, the other one was in The Other Guys, and now they're in Tough Guys together. That's the way I would sell it,
Yeah.
Just a couple of guys.
Yeah.
But it's got to be a proper action comedy, not a stupid, it's got to be an action comedy like 48 Hours. It's got to be proper buddy cop comedy, not fucking The Other Guys.
Yeah.
I would rather actually see Ryan Gosling get back together, Russell Crowe and Shane Black, and do another Nice Guys movie.
100%.
Yes, definitely.
Because The Nice Guys, to me, is one of the best standalone movies, of that genre in the last 20 years. It's just so good.
Yeah.
They should have made like 10 of those movies with those two, as far as I'm concerned. And the girl. The daughter's hilarious in that movie, too.
Yeah.
It's a shame we never got a sequel to Kiss Kiss Bang Bang as well.
Yeah, that was a great film as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not going to happen now, though, unfortunately. No. But next up, Taika Waititi has been assigned to direct a new Judge Dredd film, which will be written by Drew Pearce. Anyone interested in seeing another take on Judge Dredd, or would you have preferred to see a sequel to the Karl Urban one?
Yeah, I'd rather see that. Another Karl Urban vehicle.
Do you think Taika Waititi could do it right, or do you think it would be more? Do you think it'd be more like the '90s Stallone one if he took it on and actually got it made?
I loved him until Love and Thunder kind of killed him.
Yeah.
I hate that movie so much. I do. I fucking hate that movie. So, I don't know. Whatever. I'm mad about it.
Yeah, fair enough. Anyone else got any thoughts on that one?
Not really, Ollie, to be honest. As I say, I really didn't get on with Love and Thunder. I didn't check out his what was it? His last film was it Next Goal Wins? Yeah, I never got around to checking that out. But I don't know. I'm not as excited about Taika Waititi as a director at the minute, to be honest. But we'll see. I've not seen any of the Judge Dredd films as well. But yeah, because that would be pretty good.
Yeah. Next up, the Godzilla -1 sequel is officially in production, and they're saying it could be released as early as next year. Has everyone seen the first Godzilla -1? Excited for a sequel to it?
Yes.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just finally saw it recently as part of the other live show that I do with my two guys, Kenny and Sean. We did a deep dive review show of that one and Peninsula, which is the sequel to Train to Busan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a blind watch for both for me. And hated Peninsula and absolutely adored the Godzilla movie because, like I told my two partners in crime, I own all of the MonsterVerse movies I mean, all of them. I've seen them, a couple of them, you know, with my nephew or my grandson, you know, theatrically and such. But I enjoy those movies. They're fun. Okay. But between those 5 or 6 movies, there's not one human being in any of those movies that I could give a rat's ass about. Whereas Godzilla Minus One, I cared about every single character.
Yeah.
And that was the difference between the two. Not to mention the special effects are great. But every character in that movie is phenomenal. And the story is good. You know, so that's, and if it's from my understanding, the guy who did the original is doing the sequel. And it's got a lot of the same people involved.
Yeah.
That makes me excited. So yes, I will definitely check that one out.
Yeah, me too. That was a film. I remember when it came out, and I didn't really have any interest in it.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't really want to go. Like, I thought, well, I don't really want to see another Godzilla film. So, but then it came out just before Christmas, I think. Yeah. And I thought, well, I'll go and see it, see if it's any good. I mean, I hadn't seen a trailer for it or anything. I just went in blind, which I don't usually do. I usually watch all the trailers before they come out.
Right.
And I went in blind. And yeah, like you said, absolutely loved it. It's just...
It's phenomenal.
It is.
For a goofy...
The actual character... Take Godzilla out aside.
Yeah.
The story without Godzilla is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, you feel for the story. I actually shed a tear in a Godzilla film of all like things.
Me too. And there's one scene in particular that comes out of nowhere, and it's like,
is it the end?
Holy shit!
Is it the one at the end in the hospital?
No, that part. That's the only
got
scene.
Me.
That's the only scene that I didn't like, because to me it would have hit harder
if it hadn't have happened.
Had she not, you know,
yeah.
I mean, the way the holy shit moments, what I'm talking about with her, where she just, and it's like, holy shit, you know, that really just happened.
Yeah.
And they kind of cheated a little bit to me. But again, I understand why. And again,
they want to
every fucking character in that movie was so good.
Yeah.
I mean, every character was so good.
That opening scene as well.
Yeah.
God, that was great.
I would put it this way. This might even piss some people off, but I really don't give a shit. Okay. And again, I grew up watching the Godzilla movies on TV, you know, when I was a kid, and I knew they were, you know, just a guy in a rubber suit, you know, I mean, ridiculous type movies. I think Godzilla Minus One is better than any of the Jurassic Park movies other than the original.
Yes. That's not that. Yeah, that's true. I think that's a true thing. Yeah,
it's just that good. It's as far as giant monster movies go. It's right up there. It's that good.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Next up, and I think we've got 2 more topics to talk about. Next up is Marvel. Marvel have confirmed that Captain America and Iron Man are going to be recast or rebooted, for lack of a better word, and going forward, I'm guessing after the next 2 Avengers films, they won't be played by the actors you've known them be played by as of now. They're going to be recast. Do you think that they should be recast, or do you think that the characters themselves should maybe be left out of films for a while now? What do you guys think?
Go ahead, guys. I rant too much.
That's what it's all about, though, Jim.
Yeah, I don't know, Ollie, to be honest, kind of where, you know, those characters, how obviously they're kind of like their send-off and stuff in Endgame, I thought was kind of perfect, to be honest. But yeah, I'm really not sure if it is kind of, if it might become a little bit of a cash cow thing, sort of thing there. But I really don't know. I mean, it just depends as well, and kind of which, kind of where in the timeline the focus on. I really didn't know, mate. But yeah, we'll have to see on that one for sure. But yeah, I mean, it just all depends, doesn't it? But we'll see on that one. I probably will definitely check out the 2 new Avengers movies when they come out, though, for sure.
Yeah. Alan, do you have any thoughts? No comments.
As I said before, I don't really follow the Marvel universe.
So, yeah.
Spider-Man, yeah. So yeah, no.
Yeah, fair enough. Jim, do you wanna?
I've got serious superhero burnout for the most part, even though I am a fan of those films. I saw the new Captain America movie and I was underwhelmed by it. I didn't think it was horrible or anything. It's better than friggin' Love and Thunder, that's for sure. Okay.
Yeah.
But I was underwhelmed. But the Thunderbolts movie I thought was actually pretty entertaining. The Fantastic Four thing coming out, that was one of my favorite comics as a kid, was Fantastic Four. And every movie version of that has sucked. So I'm hoping that the new one will at least be good because it's Marvel. But quite frankly, I can't get, every time I look at that trailer, I want to see it less. It just, I can't get a handle on that trailer, you know? So, and like Sammy said, when the two Avengers movies come out, I'm a sucker. I'll go see them both, you know? I mean, but quite honestly, as far as that moving forward, I mean, I'm getting to the point where I could really care less. I'm going to take it movie by movie at this point, as opposed to I have to see every one of them. You know what I mean? Like Deadpool and Wolverine, I thought was fantastic, but it was its own thing. It wasn't part of, I mean, in a way it was part of a bigger thing, but it, you know, you didn't have to watch 10 other movies and 10 other TV series to appreciate it. You know what I mean? I think that's where Marvel kind of lost me. When they put out all these TV shows and it was like, okay, if you want to really understand where this movie is, you have to watch this TV show. And they all, you know, I mean, I'm just, like I said, I'm going to take it movie by movie.
Yeah. Fair enough. Pete, do you have any thoughts on that?
On what?
Marvel recasting Captain America and Iron Man. After the new Avengers movies.
They're recasting Iron Man after the next Avengers movie.
Well, that's what. Yeah, I think that's what I have heard from the report.
Captain America.
I think I think they're getting rid of him after the next two Avengers films. I think they're. What I've read is I think it's not just those characters. I think quite a lot of the characters that we've seen will end up getting recast or like rebooted, different film. And like I was saying, do you think they should just maybe leave those characters alone in film for a while, or go straight ahead and recast and try to do it again?
I think they should go and find other characters from the vast Marvel catalog of characters and do a series of films based on them instead of focusing on the core characters, because like I don't care about Sam as Captain America.
No.
I don't care about anyone else other than Tony Stark being Iron Man.
Right.
Like, what's the point? I mean, yeah, I know they probably had different people be them in the comics. Like, there's different Batmans in the Batman comics. There's different Robins. There's different whatever. But to be honest, when it comes to Marvel, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's kind of where I'm at.
I haven't really cared since the end of Endgame.
No, me too. Yeah.
I mean, they hit a point with Endgame that I don't think they could have topped, and every single film that has come after it has just been a letdown.
There's no excitement, is there?
No, it used to be, oh my god, there's a new Marvel movie out.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Now it's, there's another Marvel movie out.
Yeah.
Same thing with Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly.
Star Wars was an event. You know, when there was a new, and then for a while it was like there was a new Star Wars every friggin' year or so.
Yeah, I think they should start again in the same universe but with different characters.
Yeah,
instead of recycling the same stuff. We've seen the stories of Captain America, Iron Man, the Hulk, Thor, Spider-Man. Although, if Sony continue to make Spider-Man movies, I will be happy. But yeah, I just don't care anymore about the Marvel universe. Everything is, it's all mediocre. I mean, they tried to do something different with Eternals, and that went tits up. Thunderbolts, no one really cared about it, which is why no one went to see it. And because no one went to see it, they ended up changing the title from Thunderbolts to the New Avengers, and everyone was then like, ugh, why?
Yeah.
And it's just, yeah, they're running on steam now, and they need to stop for a while. And the one thing they need to do is they need to ASAP introduce the X-Men.
Which you'd have thought they'd have done by now.
That I did hear that after the Avengers, they are recasting the X-Men.
Yeah, so the X-Men needs to be but they need to do X-Men. I say it properly, not to say 20th Century Fox didn't do X-Men properly, but they need to do comic book X-Men, not 20th Century Fox X-Men.
Yeah.
And if that means recasting Hugh Jackman, then that means recasting Hugh Jackman. Everyone wants to see him play Wolverine forever, but the guy's nearly 60, or he might
until you're 90.
Yeah. I like what they're doing with the Daredevil TV show, and I like what they're doing with the next Spider-Man movie, introducing the Punisher into the Spider-Man movies.
And he's getting his own one-shot presentation, isn't he?
Yeah. I want to see Michael Giacchino do another one-shot, because his Halloween one, the Monster by Moonlight or something like that,
Werewolf by Night, wasn't it?
Yeah, was great.
It was,
was really, really good. There's what's the other thing that's coming out soon?
Wonder Man,
that's the one. The coolest thing about Wonder Man is the fact that Ben Kingsley is back.
Yeah.
Other than
and
that,
Ed Harris is in it.
Who?
Ed Harris.
Is he?
Yeah. Okay. He's playing the villain, I think.
Ed Harris is good at playing a villain.
He's supposed to be playing
one of those type of villains that he's really good at playing, where he's a sympathetic villain, like in The Rock and like in Westworld. National Treasure. I love National Treasure.
Yeah.
It's a damn shame we never got a third film.
I know.
Instead, we got that shit TV show. Marvel just, they need to stop and reassess, think of a new plan, and go from there.
Definitely. No, I think the best thing about that National Treasure TV show was Catherine Zeta-Jones. That's the
I watched the first episode and I never watched any more after it. I know Harvey Keitel was back in it.
I persevered. I did persevere, but it wasn't very good.
I didn't even know there was a TV series based on the.
They got cancelled after one season.
Yeah.
No idea.
Disney for you.
No idea.
Yeah. And the last topic, which is more TV, but I thought I'd throw it in there for any fans. Ted Lasso Series 4 has officially started production, despite believing that the third series would be the last. But today, it started production in America. Any fans of Ted Lasso first? Anyone watch the first three?
Never seen a single episode.
Yeah, just me and you then, Pete.
I love it.
Do you personally think, like me, they should have left it at 3? Because I think how they ended it, it was a perfect ending.
Yes, they should have. And obviously, everyone wants to see more Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
but it ended so well.
Don't do like Toy Story. It's like they did the Toy Story. They did 3, which had a perfect ending, and then they did 4, which was still good, but it still should have ended at 3. So hopefully that's how this goes.
Based in America.
Well, yeah, because they literally, it's like a 20-second video that Apple released of them on set, and they're clearly sat in an American diner, like the core cast clearly sat in America.
The core cast from the previous. That's fine. Then. I wouldn't want it to be a different cast.
Oh, it's the core cast still in it. But I think it starts off in America because they've recast his son, so I think his son's going to have a bigger part in this series. And they've cast a few other British actors, which I didn't really read into that much. But
I might have to resub to Apple TV then.
Yeah, that'll be next year then now, won't it?
Yeah, I still got to watch Silo season 2, so I might
Me too. I never watched it. Loved
the first season is
series.
great. Rebecca Ferguson's phenomenal in everything.
She was great in it, but for some reason I never watched the second one when it came on, and they've
I
already done
haven't
the third
either.
one, which I think's the last one, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah. Anyone got Apple? Want to watch?
I've
Has
got
any
Apple.
interest
I've never seen Ted Lasso. I've heard good things
I've
about it.
not.
It's so good.
It's very good. You
It's
don't
the
even have to
ultimate
like
comfort
football.
show. No, I hate football.
Yeah,
but
same.
it's the ultimate comfort show. Just
Yeah.
makes you feel warm inside.
Yeah, that's probably why I haven't watched it.
Oh,
Because I'm a cold-hearted American.
you're like
bastard.
Roy.
Yeah,
I don't
Jim's
like-
dead inside.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Right. We'll get through some more comments. I've seen Shoot 'Em Up. It was decent, but nothing really great because it's a B movie.
I love that movie. It's so stupid, but I love it.
Paul Giamatti's in that, isn't he?
Yeah.
As well. Yeah. I thought it was, yeah.
And I mean,
I
I'm
think
sorry,
it's the
any
whole-
movie that has in the opening 5 minutes Clive Owen helping deliver a baby and cutting the umbilical cord by shooting it. I mean, come on, it's just classic. That's just the beginning of that crazy ass movie. I love it.
Movie
Yeah.
kind of said, I've seen Shoot 'Em Up, but it was decent, but nothing really great because it's a B movie. Everything on those shelves are B movies.
Yeah.
B movies generally are the better movies. That is
Yep.
the point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you think of the films that started out as B movies and then became something else, like The Thing was essentially a B
RoboCop.
movie. RoboCop is a B movie. Terminator is a B movie. Star Wars was looked upon as a B movie. When
Star
it was
Wars
initially-
was definitely a B movie when that movie
Yeah.
was released. I remember that shit because
Yeah.
Fox released 2 films that year. Star Wars, summer sci-fi movies rather. Star Wars and Damnation Alley.
Damnation
And they
Alley.
put more advertising money behind Damnation Alley than they did Star Wars because they were convinced that Damnation Alley was going to be the bigger hit. You watch those two
Gonna be the
movies.
bigger hit.
Damnation Alley's the B movie. I mean, that movie's a Z movie compared to Star Wars.
That movie, I love Damnation Alley because it is shit. And it's got a really cool Land Cruiser with Joe Shepard. But if you look at the Death Star run in Star Wars and then compare it to the Scorpions,
Exactly.
and Scorpions in Damnation Alley, like the two are they're not even
Night
Yeah.
and day. And Damnation Alley's got the bigger budget. That's what got me. I mean, it just shows you what. I mean, yeah, look it up. I mean, I'll never forget that shit. I was a kid, and those were the 2 movies that Fox was pushing the most.
Yeah.
But definitely Damnation Alley, and that was the one I was the most excited to see. And even as a fucking 10-year-old, I was like, Star Wars blew me away. Damnation Alley, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? I mean, and I do. I enjoy it on a certain level. I'm right there with you, but that's a true B movie.
What I love about Damnation Alley is that the entire world is completely being destroyed by nuclear war. It is scorched the sky. Yet there's this one part of America that is completely, fully untouched by any fallout. It's fucking ridiculous.
And watch out for the
I love
armor-plated
that movie, but
cockroaches.
it is rubbish. It's got Jackie Earle Haley in it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jan Michael Vincent.
I don't know. Yeah, anything with Jan Michael Vincent isn't exactly. Yeah, I mean, you can. What's the other film? Like Hooper.
Yeah.
With Burt Reynolds.
Hooper, White Line Fever. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Jan Michael Vincent had a good run.
He did. And then he had.
Have
White
any of
Line
you
Fever.
other 3 seen Damnation Alley? Or even heard of it?
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, I've not seen it, Jim.
It's a movie.
It has that poster.
Yes.
If you've ever seen it,
No, I've never
Oh,
even
it's
seen
nice,
that
that
poster.
thing, yeah.
Is that Signal? Is that
Signal
is it
One,
Signal
yeah.
One? Yeah. Is it in the
Actually,
sale?
it's sale at the moment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
It's a $5, so for a $5 you can
Yeah,
watch
I
it.
might grab that.
I've got the
Yeah.
Shout Factory Blu-ray of that movie, and I had not seen it since I was a kid. and popped it in, was all excited and started watching it, and it came back to me in a flood, like, oh wow, yeah, this movie's not good at all, but it is. It's entertaining. Is a camp movie. It's got a certain amount of camp value to it.
Put it this way: there's a bit with a motorbike in Las Vegas. It's crap. Giant scorpions, really bad, like superimposed giant scorpions.
Yep.
Scorched sky that changes color.
Yep.
Sand dunes everywhere, and Las Vegas and a motorbike chase. It's rubbish.
Yep. The vehicle is the coolest thing about the movie.
Yeah,
the vehicle is pretty cool. It still is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Andy Mackenzie Crook looks like Lee Van Cleef.
I've never seen the resemblance.
No. Hi, Alan. I used to have a beer with Michael Ripper in 1990 when I lived in London. Very
good. Yeah, I'd love to have met Michael Ripper, but then again, I would have loved to met all the Hammer Horror stars, especially Christopher Lee and Veronica Carlson. Yeah, very good. Yeah, he was good actor, Michael Ripper. I say very, very underrated. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Thinner?
Yes.
No, but I've heard it's crazy. Yeah.
It's based on another Richard Bachman / book.
Yeah.
It's a movie.
Yeah.
It's not the best Stephen King adaptation, but it does have Carrie Werner in it, so
yes,
old.
Yeah.
As a Sliders fan, I was very pleased hearing that.
It's got the worst RoboCop in as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's a good actor.
He's decent in the movie. It's just it's got what's his face in it too. Oh shit! Now my mind just went blank. And I could picture him. He was on Criminal Minds for years. But anyways,
Joe Mantegna.
Thank you, Joe Mantegna. Thank you,
Fat Tony.
Fat Tony. Thank you.
Yeah.
He's in it, and
he is.
He's good in it. But yeah, the book's not that great, so therefore the movie's not that great.
Yeah.
To me. I mean, it's watchable.
Yeah.
It's watchable.
Definitely watchable.
Yeah, I've seen worse Stephen King movies. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Graveyard Shift comes to mind.
Thank you. Thank you. Every time I say that, people attack me.
Graveyard Shift's rubbish.
Yes, it is. It's. Well, I don't like rats.
Giant rat movie with Chucky.
Yep. Yeah. It's just The Mangler's pretty bad too.
Yeah, but then it's a Toby Hooper film, so it's not that shocking.
Yeah, that's true.
An actor I don't really like, sorry to Evil Dead fans, but I don't really like Bruce Campbell. He thinks he's it just because he's known as a hero in horror. I'm definitely more Nev Campbell and Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, those are fighting words.
Yeah.
Jody's here. Hello, Jody.
Hey, Jody.
Hi, Jody.
Part of me really wants to watch Sailor and Pink Flamingos, but I'm nervous. Don't do it to yourself, Jody.
Stalo's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never watch that.
What do you guys think is the greatest horror movie ever made? Usual answers are The Exorcist or The Shining, etc. Just a question to discuss, I guess. The Thing.
My favorite horror movie of all time is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah, I'd agree, yeah.
The greatest horror movie of all time to me, but I'm sure I'll get pushback on it from everybody, is Dawn of the Dead. The original Dawn of the Dead. I love that movie. And to me, it's the greatest horror movie ever made.
The greatest use of practical effects in a horror movie is The Thing. And I am 100% with Jim on Dawn of the Dead being the greatest horror movie ever made. Because it is my favorite horror movie ever made.
See?
It's my second favorite film of all time.
See, I knew me and Pete got along for a reason.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike,
Anyone else got an answer to that?
Oh, there's so many. I would say the original Frankenstein, Boris Karloff, Dracula, Christopher Lee, Psycho, The Shining. There's so many. I couldn't name one particular one that I think is the greatest horror movie that stands head and shoulders above all that. There's so many of the genre, but I would say Psycho, as I say, Friday the 13th, Halloween, I just couldn't pick one in particular.
It's all subjective, really, isn't it? Everyone's got their own opinion on what they think is the best.
Yeah, one of my partners on my other show always says that Jaws is the greatest horror movie of all time. I've never considered Jaws a horror movie, but I understand why people would.
Yeah.
And Jaws is certainly a masterpiece, so I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah. Sam, you got any ideas?
Oh, yeah, easy for me, buddy. The Shining, all the way. That's my favourite horror movie. I just absolutely love it. I think the book is fantastic as well. It's a kind of more to the book, but not taken away from the film. It's still fantastic on its own merit. But kind of, a few other favourites. The original Nosferatu from 1922, John Carpenter's The Fog and The Thing. They'd definitely be, some of my favourites there. And I do love the likes of Psycho and Exorcist and Carrie as well, definitely. They're some of my favourites right there. Nightmare on Elm Street as well.
Nice. Thinner is pretty good as a movie. The book is superior to it, as is often the case, but the cast do well. Joe Mantegna is particularly good. Nice little cameo by King also.
Yeah, pretty much what he said.
Yeah.
Other than the pretty good as a movie. It's like I said, it's watchable.
Yeah. Alfred Hitchcock invented the slasher genre with Psycho, in my opinion.
And Black Christmas extended it into the 70s.
Wasn't Peeping Tom?
Peeping Tom, I was going to say.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
Michael Powell? William Powell?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Jodie, if you're going to watch Salo, prepare to be disgusted and depressed. No one's coming to save the prisoners, and such atrocities really took place. So much so that it got the director killed. So, horrible stuff. Pink Flamingos was made to shock, disgust viewers.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the poo?
Divine eats dog poo,
Yeah. Ugh.
Just John Waters doing
and John Waters even said that was the whole point, was just to make people throw up. You know, it was performance art, as he discussed it. And it's like, no, that's just gross.
Did she really eat it then?
Yes.
Was that real?
Yes.
Why?
Performance art.
But why would you put yourself through that just for
because a lot of people chase fame and fortune, and look at what people do now to be 5 minutes of fame. You know, idiot kids setting themselves on fire on TikTok. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, very true. Death Wish, great choice, Alan.
Thank you.
Roger Moore film, very hard to get.
Cheers. Thank you.
Oh yeah, this really made me sad. It's suddenly free on YouTube. I looked for it, Jim. As soon as we got off the stream, the DVD copy's £80 out of print.
Well, you can watch it on YouTube.
I didn't know that. I looked everywhere for it on streaming, but YouTube. Yeah. So I will be.
You can watch it for free on YouTube. I forgot to mention that last.
Yeah, I will definitely be watching that then, because I was looking for it to watch it. Yeah. But I couldn't find it anywhere. But I didn't look on YouTube, so.
But I'm glad you enjoyed it, Spectre. It's so much fun.
Yeah, I might even start watching that after the stream. Watch a little bit of it. We got Carlos here.
Carlos.
Hi, Carlos.
5 Brits in the house and the Yank also. Any other movie-making documentaries that you guys can recommend? I'm sure Jim's got a few.
Yeah, I was actually going to grab one off my shelf, but all you youngins on here are too young to remember any of shit. I got one called 1982, The Greatest Geek Year Ever. And it was released by MVD Video here in the States. I don't know if you can get it over there or not, but if you look up the summer of 1982, what the movies that were released from June through August, it is a murderer's row of genre films that have become classics. And a couple of them were released the same day. I mean, within a 3-week span, okay, you've got Poltergeist, E.T., The Thing, Blade Runner, Rocky III, Porky's, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, and God knows how many other movies. And I mean, and they break down all these movies that came out that year. And I've been saying for years, 1982 was my favorite year for movies. And it is. It's incredible. This documentary is 4 hours long, but it feels like it's a half hour long. It just moves. There's one movie in particular. I'll shut up after this, but this is worth the price of admission alone. There's one movie in particular that was released that summer called Megaforce, okay, which is almost impossible to find now, okay? Very expensive DVD. I don't think it ever got a Blu-ray release, and if it did, it's probably a bootleg, okay? This movie was directed by Hal Needham, who was a stuntman who struck gold with Smokey and the Bandit, and Hooper, as Pete mentioned earlier, okay? Megaforce is this crazy-ass, futuristic motorcycle superhero movie where they got rockets flying out of their fucking motorcycles. I mean, all kinds of crazy shit, okay? But Barry Bostwick, who was the star of the Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he's the star of this movie. He's telling some stories about the production of this movie that are so hilarious. I was literally falling out of my chair and crying with laughter. I mean, one in particular, he's like, my day off, I'm sitting next to the pool and I'm stoned out of my mind. And some PA comes up and says, Barry, I need you on set. He's like, well, what do you mean I'm on set? Oh, I need you on set. You need to become on set right now. But I'm stoned. I'm by the pool. Next thing you know, they got me strapped to a motorcycle with rockets flying past my head. I got smoke in my eyes. I can't tell what the fuck I'm doing. And it's like, oh my God, it just goes from there. But yeah, 1982, the greatest geek year ever. Check that movie out. It's really, really good.
I'm writing it down now. Has anyone got any others?
There's a lot of great documentaries about eras of movies. Not Quite Hollywood's really good.
Yeah.
And looks at the whole exploitation era of stuff.
Yep.
That is like Brian Trenchard Smith and all those type of stunt heavy movies, and also the horror stuff that came out. That's really good.
Yes.
The In Search of series of films. Is it In Search of the Darkness?
In Search of Darkness covers
1 and 2.
Oh, I've heard of that.
1, 2, and 3.
And there's one as well, which is all 80s sci-fi movies.
That's In Search of Tomorrow.
That's the one. That's really good. And if you've got the DVD, I don't know if it's on the Blu-ray, but if you've got the DVD of Devil's Rejects, there is a 2-hour making of documentary on the behind the scenes of how that film was made, and that is fascinating.
Yeah, and what pisses me off is that is not included on the Blu-ray.
It's not, is it? I wasn't sure.
And I used to have that 2-disc DVD, and I lost it, and now it is impossible to find. And you're right, that documentary is fantastic.
Another one that is also really, really difficult, I don't know if it's on the Blu-ray either, is Full Tilt Boogie, which is the making of From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes,
it was only ever available in the UK on the 2-disc DVD from Dusk Till Dawn.
Yep.
Really good making of documentary.
Yeah. Forgot all about that until you mentioned that. And you're correct. It is not on the Blu-ray.
No, didn't think it was.
Sam or Alan, do you have any movie documentaries?
I've got a couple of ones with Alfred Hitchcock. The Making of the Birds is a very good one. That's on the, I think it's on the 4K. And The Making of Psycho, they're both very good. If you like Alfred Hitchcock, I can highly recommend them. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to check out like more movie making documentaries or like stuff that I like to really kind of watch more of, to be honest. And that's the great thing about special features as well. To expanding that sort of like knowledge and stuff, learning more about that movie. Yeah, it's interesting stuff. I like to do more of that.
And Ollie, now I can actually recommend, if you got 4 hours to kill, RoboDoc.
Yeah.
Anything you could possibly want to have a question about the making of that movie is answered in that movie, including shit that you didn't think to ask. That movie, they cover everything in that documentary. But again, it's 4 hours. It doesn't feel like it's a 4-hour movie. It moves. It's very entertaining.
Yeah. I have to check that out. I quite enjoyed the documentary. It's like a making of sort of thing where Julie Andrews goes back to Salzburg where they filmed The Sound of Music. I think it's 50 years on. which is I think is only available on the 50th anniversary Blu-ray release. It's like on the whole other disc. It's like I think it's about an hour long. Really interesting stuff. Like she goes back and she talks about how things have changed and what she remembers about making the film, and yeah, that's probably the one. And like Alan said, the making of Psycho, which I've watched from the 4K, that's a really good watch.
Yeah, the one problem I've always had about The Sound of Music, it's based on a true story. It's a 3-hour movie, and
it's a musical.
They don't run from the Nazis until the last 5 minutes of the movie. It literally takes them 5 minutes to make it over the Alps, and movie's over.
See, I swear The Sound of Music is a film that Roy doesn't like, but he found I was so jealous. He found a copy in a charity shop of all places.
Yeah.
Of a really limited edition release.
Yeah, I saw that video.
And I swear he said before he doesn't like The Sound of Music. I would have killed to get that from him, because it is one of my favorite childhood films, and one that I think deserves a 4K.
Yeah, they play it here in the States every year on Christmas.
Yeah,
I guess over in the UK they play The Great Escape a lot.
Yeah,
but over here it's Sound of Music every year.
Every year here, it's usually in between Christmas and New Year. On BBC One they usually show it.
Yeah,
but every year it always has done. Yeah. Westerns. Now we're talking. Guys, if you can go back into a time and watch a film at the cinema that came out before you were born, what would it be and why? That's easy for me because I'm the youngest. Anything before I was born. Specifically anything from the 80s. E.T., RoboCop, The Thing.
Aliens,
yes, Aliens.
That wasn't directed at anybody in particular.
Yeah, nobody in particular there. Just in general.
Lol.
Loads. There's too many to be all night because I'm so young. It's too many, yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, some of the obvious, like you were saying, Ollie, definitely it'd have to be Jaws, because obviously Jaws, just watching that, on the big screen in the summer of 1975, and then just that was kind of the first of the summer blockbusters, so that would be it. Star Wars, the original Star Wars when they originally came out, the trilogy. Definitely. It would have to be something like The Thing, and just like definitely Jurassic Park as well. Absolutely, because it's just such a big change in film at the time as well. So there'd be some of my examples there.
Nice. Anyone else got some?
There's a lot that I would like to have seen. I have seen 3 movies that I wanted to see in the theater when I was younger, but never did. And I went to see Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 on a 35mm print, the Prince Charles in London, and that was phenomenal. But things like Close Encounters, I think, would be one that I would love to see on 35. Older films, Dawn of the Dead, 100% would have to be on there. Even Night of the Living Dead. To see Night of the Living Dead for the first time in a non-4K, non-public domain version, a full crisp 35mm or even 16mm print, depending on what it was shot on. I don't know if it was 16 or 35. Just a clean print of Night of the Living Dead for the first time in 1968, I think would be incredible. How the West Was Won, watching How the West Was Won on the Cinerama screen, I think I would love to see that. What else is there's so many. There's so many. It's difficult to choose.
I've got two. One horror, one non-horror. The first one I'd like to watch is a musical, the Al Jolson story, because my dad was a big fan of Al Jolson, and I liked it as well when I first saw it. They made another one as well, Jolson Sings Again, but it would be the Al Jolson story starring Larry Parks. Fantastic movie. In regards horror, the movie that came out before I was born would be Dracula, Christopher Lee, 1958, because I'd love to experience the very first time you saw him, standing at the top of the stairs and that. And I believe when he first made his appearance, everybody in the cinema wet themselves. They wet themselves with fright when he came down the stairs and that, when he first saw his fangs and that, So it'd be those two. But there's multiple. I could name others as well, but it'd be the Jolson story and the original Dracula starring Christopher Lee. Yeah, definitely. Nice. Cheers.
Jim.
Jim's seen everything. So...
The good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
The good, the bad, the ugly, for sure. The Great Escape, for sure. And The Dirty Dozen.
Oh,
those would be three that I would love to see on a big screen.
You're lucky because you've seen a lot of
I grew up in a theater. I know I say it a lot, and we make light of it, but I did. I literally grew up in a theater.
Yeah.
Or a cinema, I should say.
Yeah.
When I say theater, people think I'm going to plays and shit. No.
Yeah.
I'm not that sophisticated.
High Noon is a classic.
Great film.
It is. It is.
The Cincinnati Kid, Edward G. Robinson, his last movie.
Good movie too.
The ending of Dirty Harry with Callahan with the badge was a little homage to High Noon.
Yep.
So there's a scene in Dirty Harry, which I want to know how the hell they pulled it off. It's the scene in the football stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it pulls out from Harry in the middle of the field. Yeah. And it pulls out basically all the way across Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And I want to know how on earth they did it, because it didn't look like a helicopter shot. It looked like a zoom, but it would have to be an incredibly powerful lens.
I think that's kind of what it was. It was a helicopter, maybe
it was
30 feet above them, enough to where you wouldn't see the grass blowing around and shit, with an extreme close-up. And then
because that shot is
it's an incredible shot
in my mind.
It's an incredible shot.
And it's insane.
Yeah. Where are we? Trying to find where we are. I've lost where we are. Hang on. Right. Have you guys seen Sexy Beast? Such a brilliant gangster movie. Yeah, really enjoyed Sexy Beast.
Yeah, good film, Molly.
Yeah.
Ben Kingsley's best performance, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, he's great.
He won an Oscar for Gandhi, but he's better in Sexy Beast.
Definitely, yeah.
Great.
And Ray Winston is fantastic as well.
Yes, he is. A question inspired by the Eden Lake talk. There's a horror movie where the villain should have won. Well, no, that's the whole point, really, isn't it? That the villain loses because that's what you want to happen.
Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter.
Well, yeah, I suppose because you he's one of those villains.
He gets away in every one of those damn movies.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, I don't really know. Anyone got any thoughts on that one?
It would have to be a really, really good villain that you root for the villain more than you root.
For, yeah.
Have any of you seen No One Lives?
Yes.
That's one. Because that villain, played by Luke Evans, is so charismatic. You're kind of happy he gets away at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine kidnapping someone and then finding out that you've kidnapped someone who was already kidnapped.
Yep.
And that kidnapper is a psycho killer who is now going to come and kill you all. Yep. That is such an insane premise for a revenge movie, I guess.
It's just a kick-ass movie. I don't even know how to describe that movie. It's just kick-ass. It is so much fun.
Oh, and he hides in the body.
It's my favorite moment in the whole movie. It's Stewart, because I was recommending that movie way back when on my channel. I used to do a series of 5 forgotten films that I would always highlight, and that was one of them. And Stewart, he tends to buy everything that he hears on other people's videos, and that was one of them. Yeah. And he immediately sent me a message on one of my other videos. I just watched No One Lives, bloody great time, but that one scene, whoa! I knew exactly what he was talking about. Yeah, If you guys have never seen that, I'm telling you, that movie's entertaining as hell.
Yeah.
It's gory.
Check that out.
It is gory.
Definitely.
Okay, it's practical effects for the most part. There's some CG, but it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah. I think this is the same sort of question. Is there a horror movie where the villain should have won and come out on top to set up a sequel? We've kind of just answered that, I think, now.
Well, yes, Saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Fantastic Voyage with Stephen Boyd, Donald Pleasance, Raquel Welch, great movie, remade and called Inner Space. Yeah, which we spoke about. Horse Whisperer, great film. Yeah. K-Pax is brilliant too. Yeah, it is.
That's my list, definitely.
Spacey's best film is Margin Call. Not seen that one. Have any of you guys seen that one?
Not seen that one all
I don't. I've seen it. I don't remember it.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to hang out with Kevin Spacey. Okay, as a person, I don't.
But
like
his films are great.
He is a phenomenal actor. I don't.
Yeah.
I can't really remember any performance of his that I thought was bad.
Exactly.
He's been in some bad movies.
Yeah.
But he's always good.
Yeah. Really enjoying this chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Cheers, Mark.
Ollie, The Witch is that slow it goes reverse in first gear. In my opinion, give it a miss.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
That's kind of where I'm
might
at
miss
with
that
it.
one, yeah. Isn't there like a talking goat in the film as well?
I don't want to give it away if you ever do see, but the goats definitely come. The goat comes into play very much. Let's just put it that way.
My favorite Will Ferrell movie is A Night at the Roxbury.
Oh,
Not seen
God.
that yet.
That's a good film.
No, it's not.
Oh, I like that one, Jim.
That's a one joke movie, man.
Oh, I really enjoyed it personally. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It wins the awards for obviously the song like "What Is Love, Baby Don't Hurt Me."
Oh, I've seen that.
Don't hurt me.
I think I started watching it actually because it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
And they're like dancing in the club to that song, I think, at the start. Yeah, I think I've seen that start of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tough
sorry.
guys.
Oh, sorry, Ollie. Just to say, Ollie, I think I'm gonna head off now because I'm up quite early tomorrow.
Yeah, no problem, Sam. Thanks for joining, Sam.
It's been absolutely great to join us on the stream again, man. It's been 3 weeks ago, and it most certainly won't be another 3 weeks. So definitely not. So but thank you so much, Ollie, and good to catch up with you. By the way, Al. It's been a canny while.
Yeah, nice to see
you
you
too,
again.
Pete and Jim.
It's good
See you,
seeing
Sam.
you.
Yeah, thanks,
Cheers.
Sam.
Take care,
Bye,
guys.
Sam.
Have a good week.
Have a good
Thanks
night.
so much,
Sam.
Ollie. Bye.
Tough Guys, comedy action. Sounds like a remake of the Kirk Douglas, Burt Lancaster one in the mid-80s. I'm not sure. I've not seen that one. Don't know. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen it a long time
Played
ago.
at my
though.
theater.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got Mr. Bojangles here. Good evening, lads. Just blew my next few months' budget on Imprint September box sets. Anyone else looked at them? No, it'd be too expensive to import.
Yeah, same.
Won't bother.
That's why I don't bother.
Yeah, never look because this is why modern cinema is poor. Rehashed movie ideas from similar plots, remakes and reboots. Hollywood doesn't want to go with an original, untried idea. Yeah, that's exactly it. Definitely.
Absolutely.
It's not financially viable anymore.
Exactly. Yeah. Ed Harris' best movie is Appaloosa, which he directed. Not seen that one.
Fantastic movie.
Yeah, I've not seen that.
Ed Harris and Viggo Mortensen, great western.
Oh, wow, yeah, I'll have to check that out. Star Wars is fundamentally a western. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous Days, Blade Runner Doc, the Go-Go Boys film about canon films.
Yeah, see, I didn't like the Go-Go Boys doc. I love the Electric Boogaloo canon doc, but the Go-Go Boys is actually produced by the two the two partners, Golan and Globus. So of course, everything in that movie is these two were brilliant. These two were giants. These two, every movie they did was misunderstood by the critics, that sort of thing. Whereas Electric Boogaloo was, here's 10 years of crap, but it's glorious crap, so
yeah.
But his own. Haven't seen the Blade Runner doc though.
Hearts of Darkness, Apocalypse Now making of. Not seen that.
That is fantastic.
Yeah. The Hitchcock documentary titled 7852 focuses on the iconic shower scene. What was that? Sorry, Jim?
I said I wasn't sure if I froze up. Somebody went by and stole my internet connection for a second.
Focuses on the iconic shower scene in Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. The film analyzes the scene's impact on cinema. Oh, nice. Not heard of that one. Sound of Music 4K is coming. I hope so. Suppose it is. What is it? It's 60 this year, isn't it? I think. It's that because Mary Poppins was before, wasn't it? Was that 63, and then Sound of Music was after, I think. So, yeah. I would have loved to have seen Lawrence of Arabia in the cinema, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, and The Big Country. Yeah, some good picks there. I would love to travel back to 1933 and watch the original King Kong with the 1930s audience. Yeah, that would be pretty awesome. Spacey's best fun is American Beauty.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. That's what he won his Oscar for, didn't he?
Yeah, he won back-to-back Oscars. He won for Usual Suspects and then American Beauty.
Right, yeah.
And I prefer Usual Suspects.
Yeah, I probably agree with you there. That's the one I meant, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, that movie's so much fun. I'm telling you. And not Breaking 2, if anybody is getting confused.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I think...
Starting to think I'm going to be a victim of a drive-by here in a second. I swear to God, this guy's gone around. I live like in a little cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
This guy's gone around this circle at least 5 times. He's coming around again.
God.
So if I get shot, your ratings will go up.
I'll go viral.
Yeah. That's why the screen keeps freezing up.
Yeah, you do keep freezing quite a bit now.
You still there? Yeah, I'm still alive, so.
Yeah. I'd have loved to have gone back to watch Psycho when it came out, that twist, and The Exorcist just to see the religious moviegoers' reaction and the protesters outside. Yeah, that probably would have been a good experience, to be honest. Watching it from like a modern perspective, specifically The Exorcist, because I mean, I'm probably in the minority, but I watched The Exorcist and I just laughed through it because a lot of the stuff in that film now is just because we're used to that sort of stuff now. There's so much stuff like that of it's been like spoofed. When I saw that, I didn't find it scary. I just found a lot of it funny. That was the way I reacted to it. But I'd imagine if I'd have watched it back when it came out, or even a little bit after, like the 80s, it probably would have had a bigger impact on me and scared me a lot more than it has now. But because like people of my generation are quite desensitized to that sort of stuff, because there's so much of it around nowadays, it just didn't have the same effect on me that I had hoped it would.
I think the opening of Scary Movie 2 kind of ruins the illusion of horror from The Exorcist, especially when you've got James Woods as the priest.
Yeah.
When I first saw The Exorcist, I didn't like it. I really didn't like it. I thought it was massively overrated. And then over time, the more I watched it, the more I gradually grew to actually respect the film for what it did. And now it's a film that I watch at Halloween every year.
Yeah,
it's like a tradition now.
Have you seen have you seen the spoof Repossessed with Leslie Nielsen?
Yes.
Because that's coming out. Have you seen that? What did you think of that?
Yeah. It's been years since I saw that. I remember I saw that on ITV.
Yeah.
In the late, or maybe mid 90s, when I probably shouldn't have. I probably wasn't old enough.
Yeah.
Leslie Nielsen, the fact that he started as a serious actor and then went on and became the premier comedy, straight-faced comedy actor is great. But Linda Blair was in Repossessed, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Long time since I've seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 6 when The Exorcist came out.
Yeah.
And my grandmother was extremely religious and was convinced that if you went and saw that movie, then Satan was going to get into you and you were going to go to hell. And I mean, all kinds of crazy shit. And there was like severe satanic panic in this country that lasted for over 10 years. I mean, well into the 80s. Not necessarily about The Exorcist, but it just kind of carried over from there. But like you guys, I found it, I didn't see it when it first came out. I saw it when I was a teenager, I think. And like you guys, I was underwhelmed by it. I thought it was kind of ridiculous. There was a couple of spots in the movie that, gave me pause, but that was more like the subliminal flashes of shit more than the actual, pea soup in the head and everything else, because again, that movie, I grew up the youngest of 5 kids. Okay. 3 of my 4 older siblings were brothers. So they all saw these movies before I did. Jaws, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Carrie, and The Exorcist. So I knew everything that was going to happen in these movies before I actually got around to seeing them. I prefer The Omen to The Exorcist.
The Omen's a great one. I love The Omen.
I would rather watch The Omen to The Exorcist.
Me too.
But again, I respect the hell out of The Exorcist. I do.
Yeah.
But I've never thought that it was particularly scary.
Yeah. Last Days on Earth says, like Boys in the Hood 4D. It's talking about you, Jim.
Yeah.
If you get drive-by'd, I'm going viral if that happens. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, though.
Hey, like I said, violence sells in this country, so you'd probably get some good ratings out of it.
Yeah, probably. The Exorcist is no longer scary now it's cleaned up. We used to watch a copy of a copy of a copy on VHS when it was banned. Yeah. How long was it banned for?
Till 99, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
2000?
Wow. Wow, then.
Wow. That blows my mind.
I think it was the same as Clockwork Orange. I think they both got released the same year. I know Clockwork Orange was released just after
71
death because he pulled the film himself and said it wasn't to get released until after he died. So he obviously died earlier than expected.
Yeah.
So it got re-released by Warner Brothers, like 2000, I think it was, on 99, 2000, something like that. Why am I? I'm echoing. Hang on.
Imagine if he was still around, though. The fact that we people like someone my age will never have seen a Clockwork Orange.
Yeah,
it's crazy, isn't it?
I can't tell if I'm freezing up or if you guys are freezing up.
I think you keep freezing up, Jim. A lot of people.
Guy keeps driving around the goddamn circle.
He's probably got like a signal.
It's an elderly white guy. I don't think I'm going to be a victim of any shooting, but still.
A lot of people think The Exorcist is jinxed and unlucky.
Been a few movies
it's
like
definitely
that.
Definitely jinxing this podcast.
Yeah.
Poltergeist was like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's been a few movies as bad things have happened on the set. Some people claim it's just coincidence, but you don't know really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Used to watch it with the lads after the pub. What? Jim's drive-by stuff. Friedkin fired a shotgun behind Max von Sydow to get a spontaneous reaction during the bedroom scene. The actors weren't happy. Yeah, I've heard William Friedkin was a wild character. Like, apparently he was quite a hard director to work with, but obviously a brilliant director.
How else would
By
they
all
have filmed
accounts, he was an
the
asshole.
Eastern French Connection?
Yeah, but yes, to both,
Sure.
yeah. If we're talking time travel, I'd love to go back to 73 and watch Don't Look Now and The Wicker Man as a double bill. Absolutely amazing.
Judging by this avatar, I can see the love for the original Wicker Man.
Yeah.
It's certainly better than that remake with Nicolas Cage.
Not the bees.
Not the bees, you bitches.
Is that what he actually says?
Huh? Yeah.
Does he actually say that?
And he punches a woman dressed as a teddy bear. It's a weird movie.
Nicolas Cage just wild, isn't he?
I love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, he's got to be one of my favorite actors just because he's just so different. I was 6'2", Jim, when The Exorcist came out.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is directed to you, Pete, and not Jim, from the sounds of the message. Are you from Cardiff? I'm from Neath, been living in Prestatine last 20 years.
Prestatyn. I am from Cardiff.
Yeah. Has anyone seen a series on Shudder called Cursed Films?
I was going to mention that when you were talking about The Exorcist and Poltergeist, because they covered both of those films on this series, and it's about films that supposedly have a reputation of being cursed. You know, the Poltergeist one to me is the most famous one.
Yeah.
Because literally on each one of those films, somebody in the cast died. I don't know about the remake, but, you know, except for the career of everybody involved except for Sam Rockwell, but...
Well, it's got Jared Harris in it.
To be honest, I never saw the remake, so...
Yeah.
No one saw the remake. I forgot there was a
No, I've not seen the remake, and I love Sam Rockwell, but I wouldn't want to watch... I'd rather watch the original.
Yeah, see, the original one to me is the only one that's worth the shit. I don't even like the second one. Second one's got moments, you know, and the third one's just... The third one's horrible.
Yeah, I won't bother with the sequels. I only ever watched the original.
But the original one's great.
Yeah. That's correct. Kubrick delayed the movie. Same thing happened with Straw Dogs and its director, Sam Peckinpah.
Sam Peckinpah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Straw Dogs is another film I watched when I probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It's a rough movie.
Oof.
Especially the director's cut. I got the unrated cut, and it's even rougher.
I think I've got the region 1 and unrated on DVD somewhere.
It covers The Exorcist, Omen, and more. I think he's talking about cursed films.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Twilight Zone was the other one. Because Rick Morrow got his head chopped in the Twilight Zone movie accident back in the day.
Well, and there was the
John Landis thing. That's what brought up the whole John Landis hate campaign again a couple of years back.
Yeah.
That was about the time that series premiered.
Yeah. Friedkin also slapped the actor who played Father Dyer across the face to get a genuine emotional reaction. In the scene, he was giving Father Karras his last rites. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. There's actually a real-life serial killer that's in The Exorcist playing one of the hospital staff.
Yeah.
Really?
That is correct.
Didn't know that.
Yep. When she goes in and she's getting the tests done in the hospital, The guy that's hooking her up to the machine later killed somebody. And he was a murderer in real life. That's true.
That's wild, that is.
Excuse me.
Jim's still got his drive-by stuff going on.
No, actually, my mom's out here now. I was just checking.
Oh, I see.
So. Okay.
Toby Hooper began directing Poltergeist, but Spielberg sacked him halfway through.
That's not true.
Changing style of movie halfway through, I believe.
That's not true.
Won't be a minute at all.
No worries.
Yeah, that's just a rumor. That's not true. Toby Hooper was there every day, but Spielberg was there every day as a hands-on producer.
Yeah.
But he was also directing E.T.
Yeah.
On the next set, next door. He was not directing Poltergeist. He wrote the script. He was a hands-on producer. He suggested shit, and he might have directed some second-hand footage. But everybody involved with that movie has come out and said to this day that every frame of that movie was directed by Toby Hooper.
Yeah.
And again, Mark, I'm not. You probably got some bad information. So, but that's the truth. Toby Hooper was not sacked. It looks and feels like a Spielberg movie because, like I said, he wrote it and he was a hands-on producer, and they were going for that look and feel. But that is a Toby Hooper movie.
Be really interesting to see like a proper Spielberg horror film though, directed.
Yeah,
he's never
the closest
done
thing
horror.
he's ever done to it is probably War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
I know Temple of Doom's got some horror.
Yeah, I was going to say, or Temple of Doom, or if you really want to go, I mean, shit, Schindler's List is pretty horrific, but it's not necessarily a horror movie.
I rewatched War of the Worlds a couple of weeks ago, and there are scenes. There's definite scenes in that. That film is so inconsistent in production design, though. I think it was because he was doing that, and I think it was Munich at the same time, or back to back. I think
that or Catch Me If You Can, one of the two.
Yeah, and there's scenes, there's shots in War of the Worlds that are very Spielberg, and then there's other scenes that just look a little bit out of place, like when they come out of the cellar after Tim Robbins has been crazy and everything, and it's basically it's a soundstage that's covered in the red vines and everything, and it looks like a shot from a 1950s sci-fi movie. It looks perfect. The same thing he did with Close Encounters, with the hill where the cars are coming over and you've got the flying saucers. It has that look, and also the same as Invaders from Mars with the backyard. It has that same sort of feel to it. And then the next scene is them in New York or Chicago, wherever the fuck it's meant to be. Yeah, it's just such an inconsistent film, but it is still quite fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's one of those movies I always thought was a little bit overrated. I like it, but I wanted to love it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think the biggest problem with me, and even though she's a very good actress, was Dakota Fanning constantly screaming throughout everything. It's like, you've been through this now for 2 days.
Yeah.
You can expect that there's going to be aliens there. So shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Vic Morrow, very sad how he died. Best movie he did was Blackboard Jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really too familiar with Vic Morrow, to be honest. I've heard his name
from the deep.
All right.
Juvenile delinquents in the 1950s in high school. It's very good. Yeah. Glenn Ford played a teacher. Yeah.
Right. I have to look out for that one.
Yeah, it's a good one. That.
Yeah, it is a good movie.
Yeah.
Mark says, sorry for my mistake.
Not at all. Not at all. Hopefully I didn't sound like, an asshole.
Ollie, Poltergeist 2 is worth a watch, if only for Julian Beck's performance as Reverend Kane. He was terminally ill, yet portrayed such a fantastic villain.
Absolutely. He's absolutely right. He is the best thing about that movie. And there is one scene, I won't spoil it, but it has to do with Craig T. Nelson drinking tequila. That is quite entertaining. But yeah, Julian Beck's great in that movie. He really is.
Yeah. So he obviously is the one that dies in the second one, and then obviously the third one would be Heather O'Rourke, wouldn't it?
Yes. And
so who was the first one?
The first movie was the older sister.
Yeah.
Dominique Griffin. Or Dominique Dunn. Right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend killed her.
Murdered her, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right after the movie came out.
Yeah.
And she is the younger sister of Griffin Dunn, who was in American Werewolf in London and After Hours. Yeah, he wrote a book about it because their father was one of O.J. Simpson's lawyers, of all things.
Oh,
But really sad story. You know, she was an up-and-coming actress, and this guy just was like a stalker. That's one of the things that changed some of the stalker laws here in the States after she got killed.
Yeah, interesting stuff. So it's quite horrible when you hear stuff like that happens.
The Heather O'Rourke thing is the one to me that is just
really
gutting, because she was literally a child.
Yeah.
You know, just a child. And she was adorable. I mean, she was absolutely adorable in those movies. So
yeah. But did you hear the story about the guy, I can't remember the actor's name, from Jingle All the Way, that played the neighbor?
Who, Phil Hartman?
That's it, Phil Hartman.
Yeah, his wife
got murdered.
Yeah, his wife killed him.
I'm Troy McClure.
Yeah, exactly.
That's mad, that is, to me, to think that.
Yep.
Because weren't they having an argument? Shotgun.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yep.
Suppose it's more mad because it's people that you like, you feel like you know them because you've seen them in like films. It's like that one, the director, she directed, the film Waitress.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Directed that. And she was in that. Yeah, she was in that as well. That was messed up what happened. She was killed before the film even came out.
She had cancer.
She had what?
She had cancer. That's how she died.
No, she was murdered. Adrienne
Shelley?
Yeah, she was murdered.
Murdered by cancer?
No, she was found in her apartment. It was revealed that she was murdered. She was found in her bedroom. Basically, what they think happened is someone mugged her or tried to mug her, followed her back to her apartment and basically strangled her and made it look like a suicide. But they ruled, I think he came forward or something, or they found it was him or something. But that shocked me, that did.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because that's quite.
Yeah,
that was a big film.
She died of cancer.
No. It shocked me because I was watching the film and I looked after. I thought, because I was looking to see what else she'd been in, and obviously nothing, because she never really got to do anything. But that stuff like that just shocks me when things like that happen. But yeah, I can't think of anyone else that's been like. Obviously, that's Selena, the singer. She was murdered. But can't think of any other big, well, not supposedly well-known, like actors that were murdered by someone.
Well, technically, you could say Brandon Lee was murdered. It was an accidental shooting.
Yeah.
But,
you
know, in The Crow.
Yeah. Or Tupac, because he was
when
an
that
actor.
happened, that was a big deal, too. You know.
Oh, I bet, yeah.
Which makes the whole Rust incident, like...
Yeah.
Should never have happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Adrienne Shelley was murdered last days on Earth, said. Yeah. Shocking. I watched The Unbelievable Truth again this weekend. Not sure what that one is. Do you guys know that one?
Isn't that the documentary about climate change with
No, that's
An Inconceivable Truth.
Oh.
Inconvenient Truth or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Truth.
No, I'm not sure what that one is.
documentary about Scientology. Oh shit, we just got frozen again. No.
Diego Pilco murdered her. Oh, he's saying it's an Adrian Shelley film.
Oh, gotcha.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm not familiar.
Yeah. Bullet with Tupac and Mickey Rourke is a good film. Never heard of it. Yeah, never heard of that.
It's a mid-90s thing.
Have you seen it?
I've seen bits of it. I'm not a Tupac aficionado, so
yeah.
What was the name of the movie with? I know you just said that you weren't an aficionado, but maybe you'll remember. He was in a movie with Tim Roth.
I know that one. Can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, I can't either. And it was actually a really good movie because they were like a couple of junkies. Gridlock. Thank you. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah. No, yeah, he didn't really do, because he was really just the 90s, wasn't he? That, and then obviously he got killed. But he did a few films, didn't he? I don't think I've ever seen anything with him in.
Yeah, Juice, Poetic Justice,
Above the Rim.
Yeah, I think I've got the film about him on DVD somewhere. Is it All Eyes on Me?
Yeah,
that's supposed to be quite good.
Yeah, I'm not a hip hop guy, so I mean,
no, I'm not really either, to be honest. Yeah, not my thing really.
Yeah, I'm a rock guy, so
yeah,
which you would call classic rock or old people rock.
No, I like rock to me. I love the 80s stuff. Yeah. Well, we'll probably call it a day there then. We've caught up with all the comments. I think been a good stream.
Yeah.
Very conversation.
Yes. Nice to meet you, Alan.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Alan.
Enjoyed it. Yeah, thanks very much, Ollie, for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for joining me. You'll have to come back on again.
Definitely, yeah. And you guys as well. Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too, Alan.
Take care, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and everyone in the comments. Thanks for commenting. And yeah, thanks, guys, for joining again. Good chat. And yeah, I'll speak to you guys soon.
No problem. Cheers.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Bye.